Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master today. Today, we are continuing on with session 30, 30 of our ongoing campaign playing Jeff Talanian's very cool Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. And with me today are the stars of the Reavers of Thule campaign. I'll go the order that I got you guys on the screen here. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level is your character. First up, I have George.
Hey, I'm George. I'm playing MacLeod Black, who is a Chimeric Celt Warlock, who's currently 5th level and probably a pretty long way from making 6th level.
Excellent. Next up is Robert.
I'm playing Reagan, a Viking Celt Runegraver, and she's still level 4, and hopefully will ding sometime soon.
Nice. Next up is Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave at DJF Poet on Instagram, and I am playing Gwenrick Jen's daughter, who is fashioned after a character from my last novel, and she is level 3, 1 point away from 4, so I'm hoping she survives and dings today.
How do things fare in the novel? She have a gruesome end?
She made it through the first book and into the second. We'll see if there is a second ever.
Nice. Next up is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Amar. Amar is a Sikh monk from 18th century Earth, and I am under 9,000 to 6th level.
Ooh, pretty good.
It is close. I can sense it.
Nice. Next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Arter, who is a 5th level fighter with a bow. And he's got a long way to go. He just dinged like the last session I was here. And I missed the previous session, but the session before that is the one that he dinged. So it's, even with the reduced XP for fighters to level up, it's going to be a long way.
Yeah. There you go. And last but not least, making his triumphant return from his sojourn to the last gaming marathon before the quarantine hit, is Colin.
Hello. I'm playing Kane the Hammerer. He's a 5th level Chimeric Celt fighter.
Nice. So,
he's got a new hammer.
He does have a new hammer, and he was very generous in sharing his hammer with the rest of the guys as well. So what I'm going to do is, let's pick up the session, actually, guys, I'll have this door come bursting open. Where am I going to put that door? I'll put the door...
Should we do a quick recap for folks?
We will, yep.
Oh, okay.
In a moment. Look at this. Okay, so door bursts open, and out staggers our heroes. There's a kind of a puff of mist or steam, or not steam, condensation that comes out of the door as caused by the temperature changes. But out staggers our 4 triumphant heroes: Malo Black, Reagan, Iphigenia, and Amar Tulsa Singh. And guys, what story do these 4 have to tell our other stalwart heroes?
First words out of Reagan's
Robert,
mouth is, first words out of Reagan's mouth is, magical light doesn't stop whatever's in there. She's like, so
what happened last session, guys?
Go ahead, George.
Well, as everybody would have known at the beginning, even though they weren't there, we did regroup in the command tent, and we kind of ran through what our options were. So everybody would have been there for that. And then the decision was potentially to go assault the Second Son's encampment during the night, and use haste spells. We came up with the whole plan. But during the night, Amar was approached. Do you want to say what happened, Amar?
Will? While I was standing watch on one of the towers, an owl flew in and began to speak to me, and it was an entreaty from I'm trying to remember what her technical title is, the witch of, is it the wild forest?
The Frostwood.
Frostwood. I knew it was something in there with trees. I was like, I can't remember the exact one. But anyway, it was an tree
Some
to
bullshit.
parlay. So we all, let's see, who was it? It was me and Malo and
I feel like it was all of us went that were there.
I thought it was just 4 of us, and I can't
Maybe
remember.
you're right.
Yeah.
Was it Iphigenia, Reagan, Malo, and Hamar?
I think that was it.
That was it. Yep.
So yeah, it was the 4 of us, and we went out there and parlayed with her, specifically finding out some of the things about what we were fixing to face up against.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically was like questioning what our intentions were with the keep and why we should be the ones to claim kind of ownership of it. And we wound up seemed to convince her, and she sort of like almost physically changed her whole demeanor and then her whole appearance. And she told us a little bit more, like Will said, about the background of the keep and the tragic history that's associated with it. And this had to do with the travelers. And she knew about the stranger in stone that Malo had encountered in a kind of dreamscape a while ago. So she essentially said we had to go and deal with the unquiet spirits. And if we could do that, it sounded like she would sort of ally with us. I wouldn't maybe put it that strongly, but she would at least walk away from the Second Sons. So we then came back, rejoined the group, and we decided that we would try to do that. So we went into the keep and went into the banquet hall, and same scene that we've seen before kind of appeared with all those different ghostly figures arguing with each other. And a battle ensued, which is very harrowing. And there were a bunch of wraiths. We were able to get one ghostly figure on our side, so he kind of helped us out. He seemed to be maybe a ranger, potentially, when he was alive. And we defeated the race at the end of the session.
Miraculously, we defeated.
Yes, miraculously.
Was there a source to why they were there, or a reason, or?
They're sort of trapped here. I don't think we have the entire full story of exactly what happened. But the Rangers used to man this keep, if I'm remembering correctly, and something happened that caused this war or battle or something to kind of break out, and they're sort of been trapped here reliving it over and over again. But I have to go back into all my notes over the 30 sessions because we found out things so different times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's probably things in there that are not correct or
And
missing,
the Rangers' enemies are ancient Hyperboreans, right? With their kind of tall, conical helmets.
Yeah.
And that's
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Amar is pretty messed up.
I am alive.
Yeah, but we can get here. Get you back down to normal size. There's old Amar and Malo. All right. So, the rest of our heroes, I'll bring everybody together here. There's Gwynrig. That. Reagan. What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that is. Oh, we're missing Iffy. There's Arter. All right. So.
And I think this is all still the same day that. Sorry. This is still all the same day that. After that first battle, so
Yep.
Reagan doesn't have the horn available at this point, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. Because you had that.
Actually,
well, I think we completed our rest. Like the battle happened, then we woke up the next morning, then we rebuilt the trees and all of that. I mean, not the
that's
trees.
right.
we cut down the trees and filled up that gap, and
But I think she used it in the morning because some people were still hurt. So
Yeah.
that's possible. Okay, got it.
Okay. So, then I think where we pick up is with you guys talking to like those who went into the keep itself, coming out. Bless you, Dave. Coming out and speaking to everyone else. what we've been doing too, Dave, is to track who's got Astonishing Fortune, we use a little red dot.
Okay.
And let's see here.
What's the pink dot?
I think no idea.
Pink dot is so originally the red dots were to distinguish our tokens from the general mass, and then the pink dot is because Inigo is a whatchamacallit,
Henchman?
he has fighter levels.
Oh, you know what, then I'll put pink on the Moretta brothers.
Okay.
Esteban. Okay. So you guys come staggering out. Our hero's pretty beaten. Yeah, and I mean, like, Amar is incredibly pale. Because I think he managed to resist, what, like 3 level drains?
Yeah. It was 2 or 3.
Yeah. To be clear, like, it was, that's why it was harrowing. Like, the level draining, like, all of us nearly lost levels.
Yeah. So, however, the keep does, those doors open, and apart from that initial kind of rush of condensation, there's not, it's cooler still within that keep. What do you guys do? What do Amar, Malo, and Reagan? What happens as you guys come out?
I think we're kind of, or Malo at least is sort of eyeing Amar and, like, realizing he's kind of on his last legs, and he's kind of standing there in case he's like might even collapse.
Yeah. Do you guys have any healing potions left? I can't remember.
I used mine to get Amar back up.
All right.
Can Amar do the what's it called, like cellular reconfiguration or whatever?
Yeah, where I lay
like
hands
crack
on
his own
myself.
neck.
His chiropractic treatment.
Yeah, basically I could go into a meditative trance.
I'm Dr. Singh. I'll be your chiropractor for today.
I kind of think that's what Amar is going to do. He's going to kind of walk out. He's got his head up, his shoulders are a little slouched. And kind of the first thing he does is he kind of drops into a full lotus position and enters into a quick meditative state.
Okay.
And he uses that to regain at least some of his hit points.
Nice. Is it a flat amount? I can't remember, or is it?
Yeah, it's 2 points per level, so it's 10 HP.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to assume that Kane, Arter, and Gwynreg, you guys were informed as to what the plan was here. You didn't want to have everyone go in because it'd be a log jam. So just some of the guys went in, and the rest of you guys have been keeping watch for the army. There's been no further movement of the Second Son's army for today either. And for those who missed as well, there was like a temporary barrier. All the trees, or most of the trees at least, outside have all been cut down and kind of fashioned into a barrier on the north wall there. It's not quite as good as what the actual stone wall would be, but it'll do for now. Everyone is continuing to get a little better in the camp as well. I think what I'm going to do is it'll be PCs who regain the same amount that is in the core rulebook, but your followers will follow AD&D rules, so they'll be gaining only 1 hit point per day. So that'll take you a little while for those guys to get to be fully recovered, the ones that are in the hospital. But as you guys are doing this, you hear what do you remember about the deal with the Witch of the Woods?
It was late at night when we. I don't remember exactly.
Start a story or epic poem. It was late at night.
It was late at night, an owl spoke.
I mean, basically, and everybody correct me if I'm wrong, but we essentially said if we would go, we would do this. We'd go and try to, quiet these spirits, and if we were able to do that, I think she said she would contact us.
Yep.
And right.
Yeah, I think implicit or explicitly too, though, we are not going to be expanding territory. We we are using this kind of as a little. She seemed. I don't know how to put it, but it was. She wanted to know kind of what our goals were with the keep.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. We aren't doing it to make our own little fiefdom.
Right.
And I think that might have been one of the tipping points.
Yes, definitely. I do remember that she said that the lore that she does have is only for stewards of the keep, and those are the people who would cede to these spirits and if we proved ourselves worthy of being stewards, she would then give us more information about the keep and maybe the environs and what was going on here.
Okay. So, what's going to be happening next here then, guys? There are the armies. You're going to have at least a couple of hours. The army of the Second Sons is not going to be doing anything, and this is still. I think you guys went in the morning, right? So this is probably So this is still probably fairly early in the morning.
Well, go ahead, Ron. Right.
Yeah, I'm just a touch worried that we don't know how quickly these things regenerate. The spirits come back.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And this is an unexplored area of the keep for us because we were blocked by these spirits. So we have an opportunity to venture further for people who want to do that. Which Malo is up for.
I was just going to ask if it was a permanent solution that you'd made in that dining hall, but I'm gathering that may not be the case.
I think there's more going on. There's this stranger that's trapped in stone somewhere below the keep, and that might be the key to sort of stopping everything permanently.
Yeah. I mean, she said that basically if we could... She didn't say defeating them would do it. We have to find a way to basically stop all this from happening. And so I think it's likely that these spirits are going to come back. I just don't know how soon. I would guess it's probably within a day's cycle because, night, day, I'm just assuming. So I would prefer not to wait much longer to go back in.
Yeah, I mean, our only hesitation is resources. I happen to be... I'm not very hurt, and I have my complement of spells still because I just was fighting in that previous battle. So I'm happy to go in, but obviously Amar is still injured despite the fact that he's healed himself to some extent.
I'm preferring to think of your haste spell more now as it's a spell of aging that has a benefit or a side effect of making you fast as well.
Exactly.
Yes, but which year is it aging you? Is it aging you one of the 13, or is it aging you all 13 of them?
It's so true. But it's all I got at 3rd level, so...
Oh, hey, it's a good spell.
It's the only spell I know.
So, what are you guys doing?
So, Malo, says he's ready to... I'm happy to return to the keep and continue exploring. Amara, I know that you're injured, and the rest of you, I don't know what if you feel like you want to attempt that.
So, Kane, you would actually be able to heal one more day's worth. So, if you want to click on... I think there should be a healing thing there where it's your hit dice plus whatever your con modifier is. You should be able to roll that. I think it was on the right side of the screen, or the character sheet.
Yeah, right beside your attributes, it says health.
Oh yeah, maybe it's that D20 there.
I think it is.
Holy shit! Nicely done. So you heal 11 from last night.
Oh right. Well, I'm pretty much back to full health then. That's cool.
Awesome.
Archer will volunteer to take Amar's place if we're going back in, since he hasn't. Right, he's got a magic sword now, so.
That's the other key thing to remember, that they are resistant to anything that's not magical.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back, and if we meet too much resistance, we could fall back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think we have basically nothing else going on for the day.
Yeah, Reagan used, of course, her enlargement spell, and I should say, she doesn't. I mean, she has a couple of command and hold persons, but if we're going to be running into undead, that's, or if she's that's probably not going to be very helpful.
Right.
And just a correction from the beginning of the sesh. Gwen's only level 2, not level 3. She's 1 point from level 3.
Okay.
I was going to say, if you were already level 3, it's like I'd done something wrong in my calculations.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way. She's only been to a couple sessions, so.
Well, no training in this game, so
Thank God.
Yeah.
you can.
I mean, Reagan can still swing a weapon, so it's not.
There is no training in Crystal Shard either.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I better hurry up and make a character then.
Yeah, I know. That one checked.
Oh, man.
Not that I don't like the training, I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah.
I actually do like the training.
Me too. I like the training a lot.
It's an interesting element.
Yeah.
Adds a little bit more substance to the world.
Well, it certainly puts more miles under your character's feet, right? Like by advancing the actual timeline of the game, it's pretty cool.
Totally.
But although I did have someone who was someone who had messaged during the what do you call it, during their quarantine as well too. They're like, oh hey, is there a game I might be able to get in on? It's a player from an older game as well too. And it's like, well, this is what I'm running for this stuff. And he looked over the house rules. He's like, no, this game ain't for me. The idea of trying to find trainers and stuff like that. It's like, well,
Not that hard.
It's and also like, good thing you gave it a try to see whether you'd like it or not. So
Yeah.
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 But whatever.
Yes,
We
yeah.
can't all like everything.
That's
So
right.
what are you guys going to do then? What's the actual plan?
So does Amar? Do you not want to go in? We didn't even ask you really.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of like what Kane said. I mean, we can always fall back.
Yeah, true. And you're
Yeah.
quick.
That's what I thought you'd say, Will.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Amar is never one to
Shy away.
not face the perilous danger.
Right.
We can assume Effie is going to kind of take charge of the troops then. She'll keep an eye on the walls and on the army of the Second Sons. And, yeah.
That's her forte anyway, really, isn't it? So
Yeah.
she's up to the task, I think.
That sounds good. So the rest of us then will head back into the keep. And so the last time we did not go through these double doors on the way in. We went through the keep, but I think we can just go through the double doors at this point.
Okay.
So going in back where we came out right there.
I think
double doors of death. That sounds good.
yeah, that was written on them.
Yes, it's weird. It's actually it's the address too. It's strange, you know.
2 Doors of Death Lane.
Collingmore 12.
You said when they were contracting Ian, are you sure you really want to have the double doors of death? Yeah, no, it fits the overall aesthetic of the Keep of Doom. So yeah.
Your death.
They used it to put their meats and whatnot just inside the door so they could reach in and grab it.
Yeah, exactly. So, who is going in then, guys?
Reagan will go.
I'd say, let's see, are we looking at a marching order type? I'd say Kane in the forefront.
Yeah, I'll go up front there with the my door opening device.
Okay. So you got your. Although Iffy was using your door opener, you've been using the.
I've been using the subtle one.
Yeah, the one you got from Reinhardt.
I can't remember what that does now.
It hits Gwen really well.
Yeah. It's got a disarm.
You could call it the Gwen Masher, and it would be pretty accurate.
How did you get hit then? How did Gwen get hit?
Overhand swing, side swing, overhand swing.
I think she went charging right in at a boss at first level.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
And
a bunch of an enemy.
Oh
fighters.
yeah, of course, yes, yeah, because it was formerly wielded by our opponents. Yeah, gotcha.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the room is pretty much what you see on the map there. There is a long table with chairs along the side too. There still is the layer of frost that has been in there seems to have melted a little bit. So every surface has a bit of a sheen to it where some pooled liquid has accumulated. And it still is a little cool as you step inside as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth trying to get a fire going and get this place warmed up?
Oh, so here's the thing with Kane.
Oh, okay.
I think I need a save from him.
Oh,
Remember,
for going
he's
inside?
still cursed with claustrophobia.
Oh,
Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
I asked people to remind me. Well, okay. Yeah. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet, so because I didn't think about this until just now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what, Kane? Remember, you were cursed by. I think it was one of those little strange. You've learned since that they are the denizens of Leng, and they look like. Siege. There you go. The Robe Stranger.
What type of save is this? Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I'm just checking here to see what kind of save.
Hard to forget that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not something you see every day, is it?
No, thank God.
Really? Is it really just a Canadian thing?
yeah. Canada and New York City.
Yeah, true.
I could vouch for that.
Yeah, see, I knew somebody could.
The early impression that I had on the kind of blasé attitude towards the weird that New Yorkers had was a story about one of the actors in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, dressing up in his full thing and wandering around downtown, and like no one made a deal of it. No one like was just like, all right.
Yeah, you could do that here in LA or in New York, and no one would say a word.
Yeah.
Or they try to get a picture with you because you might actually be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, I've seen really weird stuff in New York. People dressed as anime characters and stuff like that, and there's no like comic expo or Comic Con going on. It's just like, what the hell?
All right, so I need a save versus sorcery from you, please, Kane.
All right, that's just a flat save. So
Okay.
Here we go.
Come on.
Nice. Nat 20. Way to start the
You're
session
doing
off
well.
right. Holy hell.
That's how I roll.
Okay, so what do we see as he, like, clearly the curse is still affecting him, and he still is feeling a little reluctant, to say the least, to go into this small, squat structure, but he manages to soldier through it. What do we see of that?
I think he, looking at the dice of fate there, makes me think he shrugs it off to a certain extent. He maybe kind of lingers in the doorway, looks about a little bit to see if anyone else is rushing to go in, which isn't really happening. So he kind of shrugs and sort of steps in there.
Nice. So striding forward, what you find is what your colleagues have described to you, because I don't think Kane's actually been in here before. I think it's only Malo and Reagan who had been in before, and then now Malo, Reagan, and Amar, and Iffy, but Iffy's not here. So go ahead and move yourself inside there then. Well, and you die. So if you made 30 sessions, that's pretty good. You know, better than most. So good on you.
Colin, I just updated at level 5. Your save is actually 14 instead of 6.
Oh, right. Oh, cool.
I just updated your character sheet.
So what you can see there is to the north there is a staircase that leads up, and then there on the north side of the room as well. There's a little hallway that seems to lead down away from you guys right up here, and there is a door on the far side of the wall.
Do we know how, like, volume-wise, how much of the keep is still there? Like, or
what do you
mean? You mean what we didn't explore? I think it's just this central area here that we're in, and then a little bit, beyond that door, there's probably another 15 feet or something like that is the guesstimate. But there's probably stuff below here.
There's probably like a room and stairs right in here.
Yeah.
Have we found anything to get underneath us where we're standing on the level?
Have you found like to get to a basement or a cellar?
Yeah, like lower levels below us where
No.
we're.
Not yet.
I
Okay.
think that's what we're looking for, isn't it? We're looking
Yeah.
for a way down.
So that's why I'm guessing stairs back here.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, head
I
over
think
there. Then.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just go over to this northern position to see what there is there. So I see there's also a door.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gav, go ahead.
No, yeah, that's what you can see is there is another door, and this door, like the ones that you saw leading in from outside, this door is sheeted in frost. But this isn't just like rime on the outside. This is a thin layer of actual ice. Like if you had melting water coming down and covering this thing, it's not. It doesn't appear to be so thick like you would have to chip your way in. But like when you pull it out, it's all going to shatter and kind of fall down.
Okay. I mean, that tells us that no one's gone through this door in a while. So I think so. I come back and report to the party what I found there. But I think that just tells me it would lead us back into the tower, the north eastern tower. So I don't think there's anything.
And isn't that the one that's just basically destroyed, damaged?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm going to guess to the south it's the same. So Malo will go check out the south just to see before we go through that door, make sure there's nothing behind us.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a similar thing. Is the door the same?
That's the one you guys came through. That leads through.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Southeast tower.
Right. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm ready to go through the door when you guys are.
Gwen gets to the door to the banquet hall, and she kind of looks at what you guys are going into, and looks back at the remnants of her squad, and she's kind of like, "Shit, what did I get myself into?" Well, it's either guard some walls or be a hero, and so she pulls her weapon and follows into the room.
Okay.
Reagan gives a look over her shoulder, and as if to say, "Good to have you here." And then,
is Reagan intending to stand on the table?
No, sorry.
Like she's free to, but
Yeah.
We start throwing money at Reagan.
Throw what at Reagan?
Here's some coins.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you doing next, guys?
I just look up. Shall I pop this door open then?
I think we could listen. I guess. Is this door covered in ice as well, Kevin? Did you say?
That door is not actually covered in ice. No.
Interesting.
If you-
Malo will kind of lean up against it then and listen.
Okay. So you lean your head against the door, and you listen carefully, and all you can hear is the sound of the wind blowing in the courtyard outside, and your colleagues shifting. There is no sound coming from the far side of that door. At least, none you can hear.
I relay that to the group.
The DM's an asshole. What's this ambiguous bullshit?
No, that seems appropriate.
The rest of the group's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing next then?
Kane, do you want to be the lead here?
Yeah, I'll try the door. Don't know what arrangements for handle it's got or anything.
It has you pull it down, you turn it kind of down, and then it pushes open.
Okay.
And what is revealed is a long, low room.
Did you say low, like a low ceiling?
No. Just a narrow room. What you I think from where you're standing, you can also see, Kane, that there's stairs leading down.
Okay, I'll go in. Open the door.
Yeah, Malo, from where you're standing, you can see that this appears to be a larder or kitchen. This is likely where meals and such were prepared in better times here. Everything is, and there is still, there are things that are like signs that this was being used at some point. And as you walk in, you can see that the stairs go down. And Kane, It's a weird. Do you smell? It's like plants, and there's a loamy smell. Like
John Mellencamp? Sorry.
So
Is
what?
there-
Back in
Is
character.
Is it wafting from the direction of the stairs, or does it seem to be more like elsewhere in this?
It
Yes.
seems to be coming from the stairs, actually.
A bunch of earth.
Well, I think we need to be cracking on. I'm not going to mess about going through the cutlery drawers and stuff or whatever's in here. So I'm going to head over to the stairs.
So as you
For a
get to the
better look.
stairs, you think you can hear what sounds like, maybe to your ears, like a strange sounding campfire, maybe crackling and popping. And Reagan, if you get over there, you can hear that as well. Every one of you that moves in here too, there's that smell. It's not the same smell, but you know, like when you walk into a pool and you get the odor of like chlorine and moisture and kind of humidity. That's what you're getting in here. Humidity. There's that earthy, smell of plants and rich, earth.
Kind of like when you start digging a hole.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, totally.
Well, that stuff will waft up.
Yeah. So that hits all of you guys, and it seems like it's noticeably warmer in here than it was in that last room.
Huh, that's strange.
Are we going to take a
Last room, though, was-
closer look?
I
Hey,
used to say
sorry?
the last room was magic. That was really the undead, I think, that made it so cold.
Yeah.
Well, it also seems like this chamber is even warmer than it should be.
Mm.
Like it's not like the warmth of outside, the
Mhm.
normal environment, right, Kev? It seems actually warmer than oddly warm.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Do we
Amar
want
wants to touch the wall and kind of feel the wall there beside him.
Okay.
But then he's also going to touch the floor. Is one of them warmer than the other?
The floor, you think is the floor is definitely a little bit warmer.
Okay.
But I think by touching the floor as well too, because of your kind of monk senses and whatever, you can feel there's a vibration coming from the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to relay that to everybody else and say, hey, look, this is not a static environment. Not only is the floor warmer than the wall, but there is a almost, it's not a rumbling, but there's definitely movement in the floor.
I say we take a look.
I agree. Just be on your guard. I've drawn my scimitar. Shing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the stairs head down, they curve to the left, and then make their way down beneath the surface of this room. Is that where you're intending to go?
Yeah.
Do we want to check the other doors before we? Sorry, I'm talking like Droon. Do we want to check the other doors before we head down?
Now you're talking about like Rainbow Bright.
I'm like, well, I'm playing a woman who looks like she's from the Northlands, not some growly, mean dwarf.
Yeah.
I think we've investigated all the doors at this point. Right?
Yeah, we know the other one goes.
Oh, you guys have been to the other doors?
Yeah.
We've been to the one to the south. That's where we came in from. And then the one to the north is the one that leads into the ruined tower.
Yeah.
And that's where Malo found some ice, but I think it was thinner. I wonder if it's actually melting to some extent.
That's possible.
There might be something in there.
Should I close the door to the dining room? Do we close these doors here?
I wonder if we should leave them open so we could, like Kane pointed out, if we need to fall back, we can fall back without being stopped by
Okay,
a
that's
closed
fair.
door.
Yeah, I think leaving them open is good.
I'm thinking if our henchmen and stuff are sitting in the thing and this room repopulates with wraiths, will the wraiths exit out and attack people?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they're actually tied to that location, it seems.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to that chamber on couple of occasions, and with a big time period in between, and they were always only in that room, couldn't leave, didn't see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's head down those stairs.
Okay.
Before we do, Reagan
Yeah.
wants to. She lays a hand on. Actually, she doesn't need to. She tells Kane, "Well, I've already used something to make you bigger. That's not or make somebody bigger, but I can give you a little help." And she basically casts Strength and Faith on him, so he gains 2 temporary hit points and +2 to saving throws for mind control.
Nice.
Much
Cool.
obliged.
So 2 temporary?
Yep, 2 temporary, and that's
There you go.
That's as long as she concentrates. So I guess she can't attack with it, but she's just hoping if something hits him, that before anybody can react.
Yeah, 2 hit
So-
points can be useful.
Yep.
And so
That's
can
awesome.
Okay. So
I
you
shall
are
stand up a little straighter,
nice.
puff out
So
my chest.
you guys can fit one at a time down these stairs. They are fairly narrow, at least if you want to fight in them. Who I guess Kane is going down first. Who is the next person?
I'm fine with being in the second rank. That's cool with
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
Sure. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Artair, aren't you primarily a bowman?
Yeah, but my bow isn't magical.
Okay. Okay.
So I've got my sword out right now.
Yeah, Reagan has no
my bow's
magical
out.
weapons, so
All right. So Kane, you get to about here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear something. The smell and the kind of the humidity gets more as you're going down. Not to the point where it's like overwhelming or anything. It's definitely, this is the source of whatever's going on down there. The sound of that crackling is down here too. And you can hear something else now too. So you can picture you're stepping down very cautiously, your massive maul, gripped in your hands, and you get to the point where you're almost ready to take a left to head down into the thing, and you can hear this. There are 2 at least things talking down there in a language that you completely do not understand.
Does anybody else hear this?
I think Malo does as well.
Okay.
Marlowe's brainy. Perhaps he recognises this lingo.
I'm checking my list. I'm sure I don't, but I can just tell you, Kev, that I know Cimmerian Celtic and Atlantean Hellenic.
Yes, this is a language unfamiliar to you.
Yeah. That's it.
You would also guess that this is a inhuman speaker.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, when all you've got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, Kev.
That is the quote of the day.
For sure. All
that's right
right.
up there with "I attack the ceiling."
So Kane turns around. Malo does a shrug of the shoulders. Kane, you hear the grip of leather on leather as his gloves grip that maul, and so let's do this, guys. Let's you're gonna get a surprise round on this. So let's have everyone declare what their actions are going to be.
Oh yeah, now I gotta remember.
And then I will slowly bring them down. Yeah, just as a refresher, in Ash, we declare our actions. For those listening at home or who may be watching this throughout, we've been playing a lot of AD&D 2nd Edition lately, so there's slightly different mechanisms between the two.
Brain needs to move.
Yeah.
Come on, Brain. That's right, melee. Gwen's going to try not to look scared.
Yeah, this will be round 1. Oh, this will be surprise round, so you guys can... it's a non-favored round, but...
Do we get a phase 1 and 2 on a surprise?
Say again?
Do
phase
we get
1 and
both
phase 2,
phases
yes.
On a surprise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let me move you down here. I'm going to go Looks like, yeah, Kane is up first. Let me move you down here, Kane. And move you down here, Malo.
Skills does she have?
Yeah.
Get hit by a big hammer and try not to die. Those are two pretty good skills.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kane, let's go in the order we've got you guys here. Looks like we've got Kane and Malo doing melee, or move for Malo. So, Kane, go right ahead. You can move half your move this phase.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing the map of the keep. Is
Yeah,
that
because you guys
accurate?
can't see.
Yeah, we're
we
still-
haven't moved down the stairwell yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
What do you see down there? That appears to be what's talking. And what it's standing next to there, that brown thing, it is this bizarre black metal apparatus of some strange contraption. And that crackling you heard is like purple electricity working its way through that structure.
Huh.
So you still, that's only, I think you've only moved 2 squares thus far. I think you can move, what is it? It's 40, right, for your movement, or?
It says 20.
Oh, is it 20? Okay, so you can
Yeah,
only...
because he's in
Right.
plate, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can, that was your move. Why don't we go with, since everyone else can't move past Malo. Malo, go right ahead.
So I can't remember in this game if I can move through allies.
Yeah, you can.
Although, actually, wait a minute. You know what? I'd have to be standing in his same spot because I have half of my move is 15 feet.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I get there, but I can. Looks like I just barely see around the corner. I can see the edge of that creature.
Yep.
So I yell back up this chamber. It's a traveler from Lang, which is what I think it is.
Okay. You shout that?
Yeah, back up the stairs.
Okay. So, what you see, Kane, is again this disgusting thing, and I'm gonna make a roll to see if this thing hears.
The bag lady
It
from
does. So this kind of it spins around, and those disgusting 5 or 6 black eyes. They see you, Kane. You still have your second phase. I'm assuming everyone is slowly making their way down there, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Kane, what are you doing?
I can move again.
Yes, you can.
Now I could actually,
Oh, what's that? There's 2.
I could actually shoot, couldn't I? But I would have to swap weapons.
Mm-hmm. Now you can.
I think you've got enough movement to get
Yeah.
to this square.
Yeah,
in
that's
which
what I
case
was
you could hit the new one.
Have I got enough?
Yeah, because you only moved 1.
Oh, I thought that was 2. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is likewise working. Now, here's something that you did not see from before, Kane. Against this wall here, the wall on the east there, the apparatus goes up and it forms this bizarre arch. And there's purple electricity that's sort of working its way through the lattice work that goes around this. It's a bizarre, like it honestly looks like it might be broken, or it's at least an incredibly inhuman design. But instead of a wall, there is a passage that leads through. And it's from there that the smell and the smell of plants and moisture and earth comes most strongly. But we have not. You'll have to have more time to explore that afterwards. Why don't you go ahead and give us an attack roll on this thing? I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Oh yes.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Douche.
And
Oh.
that's not good. You want Astonishing Fortune that?
Yeah.
We're gonna set. It's
Yeah. No, I'm not kicking it off with that.
Okay.
It's embarrassing.
My mates are watching. Whoa, that is a big hit.
Nice.
Holy
Nice.
shit. Yikes.
Wow.
Okay,
Yep.
let me set the hit points of these guys. And make sure you can see the bar. There we go. And big hit.
Wow.
Yeah. Then, let's see here. The other guy, give him a bar here, bottom overlapping. Boom. Okay. So, that first rope stranger gets hammered. Malo, why don't you go ahead and take your second
Looks
turn,
like
or second phase?
I can get just this far on that on this phase.
Okay.
So I'll not be within striking distance.
So you see the same thing as well, too.
I think I know what that thing is, but I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Okay. Amar, it looks like you're next in the line here.
Yeah. I should be able to move. Then I can move through Malo, and I would probably be here, most likely.
Okay.
Because that's too narrow right there for one person.
Yeah, that apparatus is sort of in the way.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's where I am.
Arter, why don't you go ahead and move yourself down there? Okay, and then I'll put Reagan right behind you and Gwynrig behind you. Okay, so you guys are making your way down. That'll be the end of the surprise round. These guys did not get an action, so this is going to be round 1, guys. Let's see here. Colin was gone last session, so Colin's going to start us off with initiative. Remember, it's D6 and you want to roll high. So everyone declare their actions. Once I see those, I will tell you what I roll, and then, Colin, we will let you take the initiative. But I'm bummed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, see what I did there?
Yeah, actually, I would have taken it as you meaning like you get to take initiative roll. So
Oh, it's Saturday.
we play too
is
many games.
double entendre day, so. All right. Colin, beat my 5.
No.
Ew. All right. First up then is melee, and the one that you are engaged with, Kane, is going to. Let's see here. Actually, it's going to turn towards you and try and smash you with its horns. So let's see here. What is your AC?
It's 1
AC 1. Nice. Okay.
with 2
So,
damage reduction.
14, okay, so this thing turns and it comes like it moves much faster than you would expect this squat little thing to move. But you manage to kind of and it's like kind of catching a charging steer, and you kind of direct its head to the side, so it does connect with you, but doesn't do any damage. That's it for melee for the strangers. Next up, we got either Malo, Kane, or Amar.
Kane, you're right up there.
Yeah, I was going to say I can move there easily.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and strike that one that Kane is engaged with.
Okay.
Is that flanking bonus?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think we have to be on opposite sides or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
But I still have a second attack.
You do. Here it comes.
And I can't hit with that either.
I picture that
You know
Amar, like, he doesn't so much fight as he does, like, do aerobics.
It's classic Amar's, boxing, so he's just putting them on the ropes to set him up for the knockout punch.
It's the rope and
There you
don't.
go.
It's the rope and don't move to tire them out.
Love it. Okay, we still have Malo and Kane doing melee.
So Kane, you want to go, and then I'll.
Yep.
Nice.
Whoa, shit. So this thing tries to hit you, you push it back, and then squarely hit it in the chest. Did not enjoy that. Then it's Malo.
Well, Kane gets 2 hits, right?
No, it's first
No,
phase.
just one. This is
We're in.
Yeah, surprise
that-
round, then it's first round.
I forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. So
Because the
ignore my-
DM is
ignore my-
bullshit.
No, ignore my ×2 there. So I move here
Yep.
because I can't really get into combat that guy with just a few hit points left. So I will
Yep.
strike or attempt to strike this traveler with my scimitar.
Go right ahead.
Nice.
That is a
Yes.
hit. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. And this thing was not, it's only, it was partway turning around to see what was happening here when you suddenly came, this robed figure comes running up. Then it is, let's see here. I think it's it for melee. Yeah, so we're into missile, nobody. Magic. They are not doing any magic. Reagan is concentrating on the buff, I guess. Okay, and then it is... And I think you can... This is a cantrip you're using, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can do a half move.
Yeah.
But for her, she's only moving. Sorry.
I think she's got a move.
I think she's half. I think she's. Well, yeah, she could get here.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it is move. So Amar and Malo, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity, please.
Oh, okay.
This thing is turning and running down that corridor.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It's pretty good. Bad
Oh my
damage,
God.
Oof, Amar. So you tag it as it tries to get away. But this thing races, like, you realize that as it hits the side, there's this, like, this distortion that it sort of passes through, but then it kind of goes clomping along. It's got those cloven feet. Clunk, 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 clunk. And it goes from the stone floor here into what sounds like a metallic surface. Clunk, 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 in the other side there. So it is able to get about 30 feet away from you guys.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep him there just so you know where he is, but he has moved through there. And then I think that is whoever's got move in their first phase. Gwynrig, okay. And Arter, okay. And that is the end of the first phase. Or first segment. First phase. So next on to Arter's got melee on this segment, or phase.
I don't think I can get in without blocking Malo, so I'm gonna default to do nothing.
Okay. Then it is missile second phase. No. Then it is magic second phase. Nobody. Move second phase. So they.
Is there enough room to squeeze between them and the shelves or whatever that is?
No,
Not
not without brushing yourself up against where that lightning, or electricity is making its way across there.
Okay.
I'm gonna move here.
You
I'm
could
gonna
see how
move there.
conductive your armor is if you want. I mean,
Move in there.
okay.
2. Okay. So make sure I'm not over moving. So if you're just moving, you can move.
Well, actually, they get to move first because
Okay.
they want initiative, so they will be moving before you guys all get to go in there. And Reagan, if you
gotcha.
remember, if you squeeze in there, you're going to get too close to that equipment.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't guarantee damage, but if it's yeah.
Are you guys was going to ask though? Are you moving half your full move in each phase?
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
you
I
can move that way.
moved my full move accidentally, so I'll just stay here.
Okay, so this thing, the one that made its way through the passage, it continues running in, clunk, 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 and then kind of turns to the right, and then the one that is engaged with Kane and Amar, each of you guys can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity. This thing's going to turn and try and run its way through that passage as well.
Final.
Oh,
Nice.
Amar makes up for it.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, so Kane's is actually a miss, but
Um.
Amar makes up for it after this elaborate, 80s aerobics routine. He finally manages to land. What does it look like as this traveler dies?
Let's see. Amar, he had missed a couple of times hitting him. I think he comes back down low and uppercuts. He just comes up from his hip
Yeah.
and twists that fist right up into basically right there.
Okay, so you hit this thing in that like fleshy kind of goiter or whatever that's in the where its jaw should be, and the concussive force of that travels up through it and seems to break whatever important organs are contained within this thing's distended head, and it drops down dead.
Too bad I didn't get to use my stunning blow, but oh well.
There's
I
more
know,
of them.
It definitely does seem stunned. So, all right. So that's the end of phase 1, guys. We're on to phase 2. Kane, you enjoyed your very brief reign as an initiative roller. We're on to George. So everyone declare your actions for round 2. This is a favorable attack round.
This other one went around the corner, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, ran into that passage and then out to some room of like blackened metal, it seems, and then it arced to the right to somewhere off deeper in that structure.
Man. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Move it.
Okay, excellent. So then, George.
Can't sing the songs, but I can type them.
My one.
Oh, let's. Oh man, here we go. Ah, yes,
Nice. Okay. So then, we have first up melee. No one is meleeing. Interesting. Okay, so then no one's doing melee. No one is doing magic. No one's doing missile. So I think we're just on to move. What are you guys doing?
Well, I had just a quick question. I know I see that door just to the southwest of me. Due south, is that just wall?
Due south
Like
is
right
a wall.
here.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
a wall, and then there is a door.
Oh, there's a door. There's a door here on the.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm not gonna worry about that door. Looks like a small chamber. So, should we run through? Like as much as I can say.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking to do.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna move 15 feet. So I'll move. Basically, wind up moving 1 square off this map into the metal, like through the archway. And I don't know what's gonna happen to me when I try to pass through it, but
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to.
Yeah, so we're rushing forward together, I'd imagine.
Well, you guys kind of look at each other. There's a wordless moment where you both kind of like,
On 3!
yeah, love it. Those are comrades in arms who have spent months in the Thulean wastes fighting all sorts of strange bullshit and without a moment's hesitation charge into the unknown. Fucking love it.
And disappear forever.
Yeah, really. Carl comes back and if he's like, guys?
Yeah. Anybody?
Guys?
Hello!
Okay, so both of you pass through, and the rest of you guys see them move through that, and there's that same that weird distortion as they run through it, and you guys feel a bit of like, you know, a bit of a funny stomach, like as if it's being pulled sideways, or the contents are being pulled sideways for a moment, and then as you get through, you're hit by this, holy fuck, like the wave of humidity and the smell of God, I mean the smell of vegetation and, you know, all the things that you had smelled before. This is like jacked up to, this is walking into a terrarium or walking into like an arboreum. It's tropical heat, tropical what do you call it? Humidity that hits you guys. As you run forward, you can see that this room seems to move along. It's similar, you know, the weird blackened technology that or apparatus that you saw outside on the outside. It continues on into this thing as if this entire structure itself was made for it. but where the room you were in before seems scaled for humans or man-sized creatures. This seems either you have shrunk or you've moved into a structure built for some cyclopean race, because this is easily twice the size of what a comfortable human doorway or passage would be. And you can hear the sound from up ahead. There is that same inhuman voice calling out in some kind of like alarm, and in response, and you can recognize that sound.
Goblin dogs?
No, the beastmen.
Oh,
Beastmen.
Yes.
Damn it, they sound like goblin dogs.
interesting.
So
Sorry, Kev. They did sound like goblin dogs a little bit, because maybe I got that on my brain, but
that's okay. Okay, so then who is? Let's see here. Who else has to move this round?
Yeah, I'm following right behind them.
Reagan does, but quick question, Kev. So did they appear to disappear from our perspective?
No, you can see them. There was
okay,
it's like a weird, like you think like maybe like an oily bubble or a soap bubble.
Okay.
If they had moved, there's that weird distortion of their image, but they seem to be unaffected.
Okay, and does the concentrate appear to be unaffected as well?
No, you are not. Your connection to no, your connection is fine still.
Okay. No, I hated to ask, but yeah.
No, it's okay.
Gwen takes a step forward, then looks back at Arter, and Reagan is like, "We're doing this."
I guess.
All right.
Okay. So where are you guys headed then? Are you guys going through?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going right behind them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Arter's busy sheathing his sword and pulling out his longbow, so he's not moving until next turn.
Okay. So the end of that phase, that's what you hear is this thing. Unfortunately, as small as this figure is, they move very quickly once they get moving. So he is able to, unfortunately, kind of outdistance you guys. But you can still clearly hear clop, 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 on top of the shouting and whatnot. The sound. Imagine like a horse moving across a piece of like sheet tin. That's the loud sound of this thing moving along here. So I think then that means that everybody has, apart from let's see here, apart from Arter, has moved through that. Each of you has a similar sensation of the stomach kind of turning as you move your way through that thing, through the distortion. And that's when Arter hits the apparatus and shuts it down, right? See you, motherfuckers. More for me.
I got a keep now, bitch.
All the XP is going to be mine.
Yes.
And the keep and the problems and
Yeah. Okay,
Second
so
time.
then Arter will be the last one to move through, I guess. You've got your stuff ready?
So I'm going to move up to it,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to try to fire a shot through the barrier without actually moving through it, and just essentially like an arcing shot over the heads of my companions so that I don't hit them.
Give me a attack roll. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're not going to hit anybody.
Yeah.
So don't
Otherwise, like, you're such a specialist, there's no way that you would hit them, but they're because of the distortion. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Plus,
okay,
I'm a sadist,
I clicked it
so-
once, and there we go.
Yeah, easy. So it goes over, and where it hits, actually, it hits up against the far side, and there's it misses you guys, but then this arrow hits the far end ahead of you, and it there's a spark from where this thing kind of hits, and you can see there's strange lights that are kind of making their way around on the wall itself. And I think, guys, I see we are at our halfway point. So as you guys are charging into this strange new land, let's take our 5-minute break here, mid-session break, and then we will be back in 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Okay, let me put on some intermission music here.
intermission.
Ooh. What was that one with that really loud horn section in it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back momentarily, folks. Okay. While we're waiting, I'll get the other thing set up here, and then I'll check in with chat. What's going on here? Our robe stranger. You know, everything up until that horn section kicking in, I really like about this tune is that horn section's a bit much.
I want to bring my son up here. He's actually singing to pretty much any song now, but he hears like a horn or something, and he'll try to mimic it. So like, there's one thing where you hear like something background goes, "Meow."
Yeah.
That's funny.
So. Hey George, the other thing about sorry, I don't. Since we're still on the break at the moment, is that in Dungeon Crawl Classics, another element of randomness for the spells are you roll a die for the effect, and so, like, say a fireball, right? It could be, and the thing is, as you get more, it uses this dice chain idea where the better you get, the bigger a die you roll, and so. So the spells basically scale as you go up in level. But the problem is, let's say you cast a fireball and you're trying to not catch your party
allies. Yeah.
If you roll too high,
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
You have no choice. You can't come back down. Like you basically you get what you get, and that's it. So
that's cool. And if I recall correctly, that you need those odd dice. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, you do. Yep.
Okay.
But of course, roll 20. Yeah, that's easy. So.
No, it's definitely true. Nobody needs real dice at this point.
Yes. Except the DM.
Yeah.
And they're going to put out the Dying Earth as well.
Yeah,
that's right. I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't know if all of y'all had seen that.
Well, and they've already done Lankmar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the link.
For,
you do.
Reavers.
I have.
Yeah, I'm a Lankmar junkie.
Yeah, I have the old Lankmar stuff, the D&D.
Yeah, I've got.
version.
I don't have like all of the supplements or adventures, but I've got like I think they did a first edition basic book, they did a second edition basic book, and I think they did a second edition box set.
Yeah, that's
got
right.
all three of those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Lankmar was actually the first Appendix N I ever really interfaced with.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends, growing up, most of my friends were like 2 years older than me. And they all, read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and all that. And I never could engage with Tolkien.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until, and actually I think I was in college when White Wolf republished the Lankmar books. And that's when I got exposed to it. And I loved them. I fell in love with them. I still love them.
Yeah. Appendix N introduced me to the Elric books.
Okay.
Those are the first ones I read, which I love too. But I love the Lankmar stuff as well.
Yeah.
Lankmar's faster than the Grey Mouser, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some, speaking of Dying Earth, I think one of the really interesting things about a lot of the Appendix in literature is because so much of it was pulpy, a lot of those authors, they got a lot of practice writing before they got to their really good stuff. Like Jack Vance wrote like 3,000 words a day for years before he wrote The Dying Earth. And I think it's an interesting, it's kind of an interesting demonstration that like when you write that much, you get pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 10,000 hours.
Yeah, that
10,000 hours. I was
Let's
just
say
thinking
10,000 monkeys. Isn't that the...
Or that, one of the two.
Yeah, it makes me think of Harlan Ellison and Stephen King, how they kind of just treat it to some extent as a job.
Yeah.
And just write.
Yeah. Even from the art side too, Jim Lee, the guy who's currently publisher or co-publisher at DC Comics, he like when he did pre-med, and then before he went to med school, he took the what do you call it, the time off
MCAT.
to. Well, he took the MCAT to get in, but then he took took a year off or whatever it was to work on his drawing, and he treated it like a full-time fucking job. Like the whole time he was doing, he'd get up, he'd go running, and he would have a mantra that he would say that would be like famous comic artist names. He'd be like Steranko, Kirby, as he's running around. Yeah.
That's
So
great.
what's
True.
the well? There's that Twain quote about writing is like 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. I don't know if that's apocryphal or not, but I mean,
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's true.
90%.
Either way, it's true.
I thought it was 90% cursing.
yeah.
That's right. Because the writers can't do math, so it's 90% of both things.
Yeah. Okay, I'm almost finished here, guys. I'm not just stalling. I'm getting something set
I
up.
like that. What was that quote by? Was it Faulkner? I only write when I'm inspired. Fortunately, I'm inspired every day at 9 o'clock, because he was basically saying you can't wait for inspiration. You got to sit your ass down every day.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Peter DeVries. It might have been Peter DeVries.
Interesting.
But yeah, like if you don't sit down and put your fingers on the keyboard or pen on paper.
That's one of my favorite English literature professor. What he talked about for writing essays. He written a lot of essays and papers and all that sort of stuff. And he said, what you do is you just sit down and just start typing, and banana, 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 banana. T.S. Eliot was sort of like a banana, 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 and then it just starts to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
is true.
Well, even if you're writing crap, it's
yeah.
you start writing crap or write about how hard it is to write or something like that, and then things just start moving.
Yeah.
Even editing is so much easier than writing. I'd much rather work with a draft than I would to put the fucking pen to paper.
Yeah, that's
You can't revise a blank page, so
Yeah.
I actually think I like editing better.
Weren't there a writer that would just take another book and start copying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson copied out The Great Gatsby in college to learn what it was like to write something that good, basically. So he at his typewriter wrote out the entirety of Gatsby, which is pretty wild. I'm sure it took him a long time, but
It's certainly not the wildest thing he did.
certainly not the wildest thing that Hunter S. Thompson did. And dude could write, so paid off apparently. So
I've tried the idea where you just take a sketchbook, and it is pretty horrible starting those things, and you just get the first page and either just rip it out or just scribble all over it or just splash paint on it, and you just get started, and it's surprising you'll see something in that mess.
Well, and that's why I do that hour of drawing every day, and the reason being is because like some days the joke I make is that some days the bear eats you, some days you eat the bear, and even on those days where the bear eats you, it's like, well, at least there's something that's done, and you'll draw something from that, even if you get a shitty drawing out of your system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
George, do you have any?
yeah, George, you probably know the most about writing of all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you said, Arlen, is probably the most important thing, which is you have to just start putting things down on paper. There's a definite connection. I write everything by hand, and then I type it in after I've written it down by hand, because there's a connection. There's a neurological connection between physically touching paper with a pen that's different from being on a keyboard, or at least for my generation, and maybe it'll change eventually. But as you start getting something down, and you just try to be truthful, like whatever comes, you just put down. You're exactly right. Like it winds up turning into something. But the hardest thing is to start.
Yeah.
So it makes it as easy as you can make it to start. The better it is ultimately, especially if you're something you have to do on command, like Dave was saying. And often you do, and especially on a show where like you have to write pages that'll be shooting tomorrow, and which happens much more often than you think. And you're like on set while something else is shooting, writing pages for the next day, and you've got 15 people asking you questions at the same time. It's so distracting. You still got to be able to do it. So it's just exercising a muscle. It's like riding a bike. You have to just do it until it becomes very comfortable.
Yeah, it's like, and it's not like you can go to the gym and work out for 4 hours on your first time out and expect it to be like great and be okay the next day. You might be totally exhausted. You can't work out for a couple of days.
Mhm.
I find writing is the same thing. Like if you sit down and work at it, you can build up that stamina, and you can get to like we're writing for 4 or 5 hours. But there's no sit down and write for a day. Oh, I've got 8 hours. Let's do some writing.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what Kevin says is right. You want to just get stuff down on the page and just go like, it's okay for it to be terrible.
Yep.
It's okay for it to be a bunch of crap. I can fix it later because it's actually easier to fix it than to have nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And try to write something great. So yeah, I agree with everybody basically.
First chapter of my first novel had like 10 iterations before I finally said, screw it, I'm just going to go with this one and I'm going to write. And so I finished the book, and then I went, oh, well, you know what, this 10th iteration isn't actually the one I need. I'm going to go back to like iteration 8, and that works best, and then we'll revise it.
Yep.
But yeah, like you can sit there and try to make it perfect, or work on the same drawing probably over and over again trying to make it perfect, or you can just get the damn thing done and move on.
Mhm.
Yep, totally.
Perfection is the enemy of done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfection is the enemy of done.
Yeah, that's Ray Otis said that. I don't claim credit for that.
I was going to say you're
where he
master of
stole
puns.
it from.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing.
Enemy of, but if you want it to like have symmetrical, if you go perfection is the enemy of completion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, guys. So what you can see, and now the map is not going to be a direct. Remember what I had described of it being, black metal and whatnot. But this is what you guys find yourself in here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. Now,
It's strange. Yeah, Reagan is very discomfited by the metal. This metal.
Huh?
Great. He doesn't know what that is, but
yeah.
We're in
But we're
Stark.
still getting that earthy smell and stuff in this metal type
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. It's very, very, very strong here.
it's like
Just
this
a quick
place is
question.
completely unnatural.
Yeah.
Does it smell anything like where Amar is from?
It does remind you of that. Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yep. This definitely the pungent, I'm trying to think, what is it? The pungent smell of the jungle, of where it just fills you, and the humidity definitely in here. This is the first time you felt closer to your home than any time you've spent in these frozen lands.
Very interesting.
Okay. So then, guys, we are on to Archer. I've just got you at the edge there. I'm assuming you're not actually passed through into here. And the lights are flickering in here, too. So there's there's very little light. Not enough to give off. It's up here is where you saw this thing go and turn right. And this is where the sounds are coming from. From the beastmen.
And does this area have its own source of illumination at all, or
Does
just
not.
pitch darkness?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm assuming someone has activated at least a cantrip. I know light is a concentration cantrip, or whatever it's. I can't remember what I call it. Is it light or illumination, or what did I call it?
I don't remember. I don't have it.
I did, but I assume I can only cast one per day. I can only cast it once per day.
Well, cantrips you can cast all the time.
Yeah. The downside is it's a smaller
Concentration.
range and it is concentration.
Oh, okay. So, So,
Okay. Well, let's do this,
yeah.
guys. We're on to round 3 now. So, George, you were still winning initiative. Everyone declare what your actions are going to be.
So we're back to a non-favored round.
Non-favored, correct. This, incidentally, is just the tip of what I was so excited about for the last couple sessions.
It's great.
Okay.
Just a quick question. Are you guys thinking about moving to the east?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to the north before I start off, but I'm gonna go east. Unless there's something that's coming at us from the north.
Now, I've put light on someone, and there's light from the... basically, we're assuming the light that's being cast in here is the light from... partly from the room where there's braziers burning, and also partly from the what's being cast off by that strange purple electricity making its way across this unusual... what do you call it? Structure. Let's see here. I wonder if I got... see if I can find a weird... we've used this one for fights so often. I wonder if I got a weirder one. What's this one? Oh, how about this? Let's see.
Do you just use the sounds of a Roll20, Kev?
Yeah, this is all Kevin MacLeod stuff.
There's quite a lot.
It's
Quite a lot of
huge.
stuff. Yeah.
It's insane. Like, you talk about prolific creators. Like, it's incredible how many tracks he cranks out. Excuse me. And actually, that's what I should do this weekend, is finish proper attribution. Because I haven't done that yet.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was asking questions and no one was answered, so I figured I was
You're
lost my audio.
Oh no, we heard you.
Okay,
We just didn't give a shit.
all right, that's right.
We didn't have you.
Gwen asked which direction the creature went.
It's forwards
down,
and then south.
and then to the right. Okay. Or is it south? What? You don't know north from south, top from bottom.
Right, that's true.
Okay, then George, beat my 4.
All right, here we go. Come on. No.
Oh! All right. So then, first up is melee. No one's got melee, I don't think. No. We then go into missile. You've got Arter walking forward with a ready to action.
That's just a move. I'm just specifying that I've
Okay.
got the arrow knocked in
Yep.
case something comes around. I want to do the pre-fire.
Absolutely. Then it is move. So, because no one's got magic, right?
No,
No,
I'm
okay.
just concentrating. So,
then move. Let's see, what is there?
So we hear that, but we don't hear anything like that coming from the north. Only from the east.
Not
Or
from the
from the
north.
top.
No,
Okay.
just from down here. So then what you see is
Hey,
here.
I'm looking here.
there is a lot of them. It sounds like
oh, good.
more grist for the mill, right?
Yeah.
Go.
I don't need magic weapons.
I hope that's not a one-way archway. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oops. Yeah. This is. Yeah. We really have entered Gamma World,
It is.
or the Starship Warden. I've just been reading Metamorphosis Alpha.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
God, can you imagine, after all that effort trying to seize Iron Fang Keep? Nope. Red herring, guys. Castle Red Herring. Okay.
The Castle Warden.
Yes, that is... Okay, so that is... I'm done for my move. You guys go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I end up here.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep. And then.
Yeah, I step through the portal and then
Okay.
show up on the other side, assume.
Okay.
Unless it goes wrong for me and didn't go wrong for anybody else.
Yeah.
That would be a mean trick.
Torn apart by the energies.
Gwen steps in next to Cade and it's like, yeah, this just feels like a pretty good spot. Gives him a nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
All right. So second phase.
Oh, just grin and nod back.
Arter, would you kindly
Reagan
make...
behind Kane is better.
There's a figure coming out of the darkness ahead of you. Would you go ahead and make an attack roll?
All right.
She's got like brand new armor and a new weapon. She's
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So, Unfortunately, you did not ask what it is. So as this little girl comes running out, she is hit by. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
That's super
you know
Conan,
what,
right?
Will Smith would say is that
Yeah.
the little girl showing up in the crazy evil place might be more suspicion on her.
Ah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
They mostly come out at. Okay, so then this thing, you do hit, and it is hit in the side. What comes charging out of the darkness is a Vormus. And
Our favorites.
boom, slams into Amar. Amar, your AC is what right now?
2.
Is 2, okay.
Mhm.
That means you're hard to hit. What the hell? No fun for
That's
Kev.
why I keep surviving. Because I ain't got no hit points, yo.
That's right.
And then another boom slams into Kane. Kane, your AC is a what right now? 1, 2? 1, okay. Also too hard to hit. Cheapers. Okay, then let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the other ones will not be. Oh, they can charge.
Oops.
Gwyn, what is your AC?
I have to look it up. Melee is 0.
0. Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So this thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys gave her field plate, a shield, and a freaking magic flail.
Yeah.
I got better stand in the front, or they're gonna ask me why I'm not using my shit.
This is when you run a dungeon with higher level characters in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, and then let's see here. Another one of these things charges forward, and this appears to be a bigger and stronger version of Beastmen. It hurls something at Malo. And misses, thankfully, but one of those, remember those big javelins that were so much fun?
Oh, yeah.
Goes flying past you, and then actually through that the transition, and then out into the other area. Oh, that'd be hilarious if you
And it
broke
hits
the.
Wash.
And it hits the apparatus, and you're stuck here. Yeah.
No, it's just like and it hits Wash in the ship. Oh wait, sorry. Flashback.
Okay.
All right.
So that is it for melee for them. If anyone has melee for second phase, go right ahead.
Well, I don't think I can get close enough. Yeah, I can get to here.
Ooh, aren't you moving out of melee then? Because that one was engaged with you, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
you were corner on this
I
one.
forgot. Yes,
Yep.
that's great. Well, that's good because then I can actually take a swing.
Okay. Whoa, Kane. Boom. Holy shit, you nearly killed this thing in one hit.
And that's
I
what
should have hit it harder.
Yeah.
What
Malo.
level were we when we first encountered?
Malo, that's a miss.
Yeah, I thought so.
So you swing at this thing, and it's not quite good enough. I mean, Kane
I
only,
started to move, and I didn't, forgot it was there. And then
Kane
I
only
stepped
did
back.
10 better than you. So-
Yeah, only.
and who else got melee?
All right, I do.
Okay,
I'm going to attack that one directly in front of me.
go right ahead.
Oh, come on.
Oof,
Nice.
that is a hit.
I'll go ahead and hit him again. Eh,
More aerobics.
yeah. Keep them on
Okay,
their toes.
and Gwyn, did you have melee declared for second
No,
phase?
she was farther back, so she had to move twice to get to that spot.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Then it is, let's see here, missile. Archer, do you have another shot left?
I was on double move.
Ew, okay. Then,
I think I only get the one for pre-fire.
Reagan, do you have missile or magic?
No.
No. Okay, so then on move, these things will move first.
These are your favourite, isn't they, Kev?
Whatever I'm making sounds for at the time ends up being my favorite. I love making goblin sounds. I love making zombie sounds. Oh god.
Giant skeletons in the
Can't
waist.
wait to use bullywugs. That's going to be great. All right, so it does appear that there is a good host of these things that was, running up here. So
I want to hear Kevin's succubus.
yeah,
I don't know. I think we're missing the gnomes from the Flying City of Serene.
so that flying city has successfully killed 2 campaigns. I don't think we're ever going back there again. So
That's funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Just making sure I'm counting how many of these things you guys are facing, so I can give you an appropriate amount of XP.
Have you tried the barrel maze in 2nd edition?
I haven't. No. Although for reasons that we talked about, I think I like Night Below a little better than Barrow Maze.
Yeah.
Night Below has a reason for you to motivate you to go down. You'll find, whereas Barrow Maze, like the motivation is I want to go into the Barrow Maze.
Well, I might have to recreate Wes as a character in 2nd edition.
Nice. All right. So then I think last thing is you guys get to move.
Where'd it go?
And these are
Oh, we
war
already
drums
did.
coming from elsewhere in the structure, incidentally.
Okay.
Drums in the deep.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
Okay. Then I think that is the end of that round, right? So we're on to round 4. Guys, a more favorable attack round. And I think you lost initiative, George. So, Robert, once everyone has declared actions.
Yep.
Let's see here. I guess I can close this now. Okay. Oh, Sean's in chat. Hey, Sean. Outstanding. Then, Robert.
Okay.
Beat my 2, please.
Okay.
Nice. Okay,
Awesome.
so you guys are up first. We got melee first. We have Malo, Kane, Reagan, and Gwen, and Amar.
Yep.
Amar, you want to get us started?
Ooh, Kane is way ahead of you.
No.
So you smash this thing back, and then as it kind of staggers forward, you boom hit it on an upswing, and this thing is dead.
Nice. Awesome.
Who wants to go next? Oh, Kane's got 2
Amar.
attacks this round. Actually, you want to follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs help? Gwyn could probably use some assistance. So
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
hit that
Boom!
one.
Holy hell! Well, you certainly loosened that jar for Gwen. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wham!
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was Gwen. Yeah, and then Kane, you finish this thing off. So it's hit with a flail, and then you smash this thing into the ground, Kane. Let's see here. Gwen... Oh, she's splitting her melee up between the 2 rounds. So Gwen and Kane, remember, you can move half at any point during your melee attack. We got Malo and Amar still.
All right. I'll go ahead and see what we can do.
Cool.
Maybe.
I think she's only got 1 attack per round. She's not specialized in this weapon.
Oh, yes, then it's only 1.
Are we going to hold the line here, guys,
Big
and let the
hit.
wave crash against us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at the long
Ah.
sword.
Oh, that second one is a miss.
Yeah, AC 7. I didn't think.
Okay.
All right,
Malo.
Here we go.
Seriously.
First attack.
That
3.
finishes him.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I have 1 attack left. Can I hold it and take the -2 for use it in the second phase?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great. I will do that.
You can still move half your move as well, too. Remember, you can
Well,
move
I think
half
we've
your-
decided to hold the line here and let them come to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
The line must be drawn here.
No fun.
The year that film came out, we said that so fucking much in role-playing games.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Not only in role-playing
You're
games,
not
it was
gonna
like in everything. Like anything we did, we'd be like, the line must be drawn here. Okay.
Hold the line.
Yes.
Stay with me.
What
Find
was-
yourself alone.
You
Riding
must
in
have
green
got
fields with the sun on your face. Don't be troubled.
What's that?
You're in Elysium. You're already dead.
I'll say you must have got some funny looks down the supermarket.
Yes. Where do I wait? The line must be drawn here. Okay, so these things come crashing into you, and then that big one goes into Amar. Okay. And then we'll have these guys pull up the rear here. He's going to throw into melee. They're going to charge in. They're going to charge in. They're not going to attack this round, but I'll move them in for effect. So I got, let's see here, 1 attack on Reagan. Reagan, what's your AC?
AC is... Hold on, let me check my character.
You know, hold on. I did this for all the other games. I'll do this for you guys.
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah. Malo, what's your AC?
It is 1.
1. Reagan, what's your AC?
3.
3. Gwen, your AC is a 2?
0 against melee and -1 against missile.
0, -1 against missile. Okay. Amar, what's your AC?
2.
2. Arter, what's your AC?
It's a 2.
2. And Kane, you're a 1, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So does that almost make me the tank? What the hell? No.
Yeah, really?
That's not happening.
What is the... an iffy. I don't have hers. Okay, so I got everyone's AC listed here now. All right, so then Reagan, let's see, this thing comes in, and this is a more favorable attack round. That is a hit. So, Reagan, you take 6 points of damage. DR will apply if you've got it. Against Gwen. That is a miss. It tries to hit you. Kane slams into you. That is a hit. You take 5 points of damage. DR will apply. Against Amar. This one comes in with this massive, what do you call it? A waddle? Is that what it's called? The thing with the...
Yeah.
Yeah, the obsidian teeth along each side. 2 big hits. And 15, 14, Jesus. 2 big hits. So you take from that first one, you take 5 points of damage. DR will apply. And from a second one, you take 10 points of damage. DR will apply as well.
You could use an Astonishing Fortune if you have one.
Yeah, you could ignore one of those hits.
Let's say the first one was what, 5?
First one was 5, second one was 10.
Yeah, I want to ignore the second one.
Okay, so what happens to avoid that second one?
You know, my cloak is still right there with me. You know, it's got its kind of semi-intelligent mind of its own. So as this thing, you know, it hits me the first time, but as it comes in with that second one, the cloak kind of moves me a little bit to the side, creates kind of a false impression of where I was.
So this thing tears through. He hits you the first time, and you certainly knew that, holy shit, this is going to hurt if I get hit again. And as you duck back, it tears out, carrying strips of azure cloth behind you. Then for Malo, we got 2 on you.
Yeah.
And Malo, okay. 1 hits.
Mm-hmm.
And you take 4 points of damage. DR will apply against that.
Okay, I will take it.
These guys are all carrying clubs, not nearly as impressive as the big guy there, but yeah. And then the one in the back does that throw against, I think the toughest one. It's either against Kane or against Gwen. Gwen's the most heavily armored. I'm gonna roll D2. On a 1, it's Kane. On a 2, it's Gwen.
Bring it on.
1, it's Kane. Okay. Kane, this one, nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and I roll 6 for my crit. So that's times 3 damage.
Yeah.
So Kane's going to be using some kind of points to dodge that?
Yeah, you could spend a point of Astonishing Fortune to negate this.
I used it already.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey, wait. Am I fighting beside Kane?
You are, yeah.
Yep, that's you.
Can I use my point to help Kane dodge that?
Yes, absolutely.
So while I'm fighting, I can see the guy throwing right directly through my enemy. So I'm seeing, and I see him lining up for a throw, and he's aiming, and he's looking at Kane, and Kane's not paying attention. So I give Kane a little nudge, and it pushes him out of the way, and this thing goes sailing right past his head.
Yeah, and it would have hit you right in like right square into the neck had it hit, because the damage you would have taken would have been 27. Yeah.
Wow.
As this thing goes flying past you. All right. Then, okay, guys, melee for our heroes on second phase. I think Malo might be the only one who's got one left.
Yeah. So I'm
hold on, we're on first phase, aren't we? Sorry, we're on first phase.
Yeah, it says missile.
Yeah,
oh,
missile.
That's right.
Who's
Yeah, I'm taking 2 shots at the big guy that tried to get Kane.
You go right ahead.
And first shot.
That's a big hit. Yeah.
Second shot. Oh, I'm just so good with the bow.
Why did we give you a magic longsword?
Okay. So this thing it tries to keep out of the way, but and one of them grazes, leaving this pretty nasty wound on it. The second one actually hits him. And let's see here. We've got a nice. Yeah. This is who you're facing here. These are the bigger and tougher Vormis. All right, then we're on to what is Reagan doing in the first phase?
Well, Reagan was going to do melee, but...
go ahead. Go ahead. Do melee.
Oh, okay. Okay, but everybody killed everything around her, so this is...
Oh, yeah, well, hold on. No, if you didn't have...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What I'll let you do is you held your action, so take a -2 to your roll. That's all.
Okay, sure.
Okay. From changing actions.
No, everybody killed everybody. I was waiting to help.
Such bullshit.
Yeah. Besides, let's see, where the hell was her? Sorry, I don't have the sheet up. There it is. She takes her battle axe, swings at the head of the one that just charged in.
That's a hit. Nice.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Then missiles happened. Magic. No one has magic here, right?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Then it is. Oh. So, let me see here how this works.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
How does everybody feel about being 1 year older?
Yeah, fuck it. Scared me.
Kevin, by the way, my character's undead and immune to any mind.
all I heard is my character's dead. So.
Right.
Undead.
Undead.
Okay. Ooh.
No. Hang dragon.
So what you guys hear is this haunting sound of pipe music.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
And what I need is for everybody to kindly give me a save versus sorcery. Now, you if you have bonuses versus mind control stuff, some of you guys have that. You can apply that to this, but please give me that save.
Come on, baby.
Crap, I just dropped it on.
No,
Wow.
26.
Jesus.
Good lord.
That charm's not affecting me now, is it, Robert?
No, it isn't, because I dropped it to attack.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's cool.
Sorry.
So
We can,
sorcery.
in this game, we can spend an astonishing fortune to just make the save, not to re-roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like I think I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who failed their save then? Without, I'm assuming you guys can keep track of your astonishing fortune. Who failed altogether?
I failed. Kane failed.
Okay.
I'm using.
Okay. So, let's see here.
How about for Kane? Sorry, can I spend an astonishing point?
To get an automatic fail, a success?
A success for him.
An automatic fail.
You're gonna have to give me a narrative justification for it.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
more,
so
that's trickier with this.
Yes. So she dropped to make the attack. She had to drop the concentration spell, but it kind of faded slowly. It's like, and just as it was about to drop, she felt she heard the piping, and she managed to, just
Sure. Yeah. I buy that. Absolutely. So, Kane, you feel like your metal may have collapsed, but fortunately, you feel bolstered by once again that the
propped up.
Mm-hmm. So, however, Malo, your metal breaks, and I think everyone else either succeeded or spent astonishing fortune, right?
I spent astonishing fortune as well.
Okay, so then you're fine. Yeah. So did anyone fail altogether? Like either failed or didn't spend Oh, wait, all right, because you spent your astonishing fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're going to have to change your action to flee. Gwen, you are gripped with paralyzing fear. And all of the rest of you guys can feel this. You just don't succumb to the piping enchantment.
Narratively, it makes sense too. She's also the newest and lowest level, and
totally. So last thing that happens, guys, is the move for the first phase, and then we have a bunch of other beastmen making their way in here. And you can...
I've got that melee attack.
Yes. Oh yeah. But so yeah, second phase. Does anyone else have anything interesting happening in the second phase apart from? I guess Gwen's running.
Yeah, Kev. The only question I have is, would this be considered a madness because she has the staff? No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
What Kane is afflicted with, that does count as a madness.
Yes, which at some point she's going to use on him, and she keeps forgetting. So.
Yeah, let's wait till we get Kane trapped in a small box. So, all right, so that's the end of first phase. Second phase, we have melee first. So Malo, go ahead and make your.
So I can't adjust this on the fly, but it's at a -2, just to remember.
Yeah, okay.
So it would have been a 6, AC 6.
AC 6 is a miss.
No.
Okay, so yeah, there's just the ferocity of the the wave.
And also that flute effect, which is unnerving.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, so then it is none of them have extra melee. None of them have ranged or missile. So we've got move. So Gwen is going to run, and I have 3 attacks of opportunity on her as she runs away.
Ooh, yeah.
My astonishing fortune.
I was gonna gripe earlier about how slow I am, but
Yeah, now it's
Okay,
to advantage.
here's the upside: is that you're only going to move.
half my move. Right?
Only one of them hits you. That's right. Only half your move. So Gwen, you take 7 points of damage. Your DR will apply. And remember, you got like DR2, don't you? Because of the field play. Yeah. So you do take 7 points of damage, but then that seems to bring you back into it. So I'm only gonna make you move that first square, and then this fear is broken, and you can
attack breaks the fear.
Exactly. Yeah. So okay. So then I think that is the end of phase 2, guys. We're on to round 5.
Reagan does have a move. Remind me, Kev. Can I take if I go more than 5 feet back, or do I have to actually do a withdraw?
Well, the thing is, you attack this round, so that means you can't withdraw. Well, no, you can make a fighting withdrawal in this game, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
She can go back only 5 feet?
That's right,
that?
yeah.
Okay. The problem is I want to get off a spell next round. You know what? She's going to take the attack of opportunities, 2 of them. And she's going to go here.
Okay. So the first one is Reagan's a 13. That is a miss. Second one is a miss as well.
Okay.
Okay. Then that's the end of the first or the fourth round, guys. We're on to round 5. I think Robert, you're still in charge of initiative. Everyone declare what you're doing this round. I'll roll here. Ugh. That ain't good. Okay.
News is we shouldn't see a fang dragon down here, but
How about a chaotic good one?
Hello, my name's Buster, the friendly dragon.
Yeah, I want to spend a point of astonishing fortune for a chaotic good one.
actually, we're just going to see an Apache helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that for $1.
All right, you guys are you got to play to the fiction here, guys. Why the fuck aren't you asking for an Atlantean flying saucer?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so Robert, beat my 6.
Oh hell. Nope.
Ew, okay. So then on melee, we've got first this one charges forward. So Gwen, we're going to attack you. That is your AC's a 0. Okay, that's a miss. We got 2 on Kane. Neither of those hit. No, one of those hits actually. And Kane, you take 4 points of damage. DR will apply. And this one is going to... Actually, the boss will go in there. And this is not a favorite round, so he only gets one attack. 19, shit. So Gwen's hit. Gwen takes 10 points of damage. DR will apply against that.
Jeez.
Oh, as that a waddle hits you. Let's see what other ones we have that can actually attack. We've got, the big one in engage with Amar is only one attack this round. 18. So I'm saving all my big rolls for the big guys. Amar, you take 9 points of damage. And anyone have any Astonishing Fortune left?
Not me.
Okay. We got 2 on Malo. Malo, you are hit once. You take 3 points of damage. DR will apply.
Okay.
And that is it for my melee. So whoever has melee attacks in the first round, go right ahead.
All right.
Kev, I want to hit this one above me that's attacking Gwen, yeah?
Yes, please, go ahead. Oh!
No.
Not a great roll. Nat 1. Okay, Malo, nice. Which one did you hit? The one straight in front of you, the one below, or the boss?
Straight in front of me.
Straight in front of you.
Well, the boss hasn't taken any damage, right? It looks like.
Not at all, no.
I will attack the boss.
Yeah, that makes sense, because, I mean, he had just dropped Amar,
Yeah.
right? So, alright, so here we go. Boom. Big hit on the boss. It's tough to see that red bar against his red thing there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
We can actually see the numbers on all these guys, the way you set them up.
Oh, did I? Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Yep.
You guys can see. You're behind the screen now. Okay, so then it is... who else has melee?
Attack mine? Gwen?
Whoa, big hit for
Hi.
Gwen. Gwen, who is he? That's
She
actually
was
not
hitting
the...
the...
Yep, kill it outright. Nice.
Good.
Okay, and then anyone else have melee? No?
Can she take a 5-foot step
She
after
can,
that?
yeah. Oh, well,
Okay.
hold on. Let's just quickly take a look at withdrawal.
Or-
Because I think
He's stepping in.
No, stepping in.
Oh, stepping in, then you're fine. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is missile is Artair. Oh wait, hold
Gotta
on.
hold the line
Reagan's
here.
doing magic.
Yep. She pulls a rune.
Oh, sorry, no, it's missile first. Artair gets.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I thought you said.
Okay. And it's a -2 penalty firing into melee in this one.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
yes. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at this wounded boss one up here.
Okay.
With the penalty. But I get a bonus because he's in close range, don't I? Because I'm a master archer. Let me double check that.
That sounds
Sorry,
right.
Weapon mastery. Point blank range. I get an additional +1, so it's only -1 firing in versus
Nice.
my roll.
Yep.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
All right, longbow shot.
Here we go.
Nice.
Nice. You drop him. What does it look like as he dies?
Oh, arrow right through the eye,
Nice. He drops down.
Harold Godwinson style.
Nice. Okay. And you still have one more shot.
I still have one more shot, so I'm gonna shoot at the other big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could take the leaders out. Maybe the rest will crumble.
Yep.
Does trigger morale.
And not gonna do
Not
it
with that
that.
shot, though.
That's a 3, so I gotta roll again against Malo or Kane.
Yes. And Amar, I guess, technically, too.
Yes.
Down on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5. That misses both of them.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the shot goes through the crush of enemies there. Okay, now we're on magic. So magic is... They actually are going first.
Okay.
Because I won initiative, so the Piper is changing his tune. Ba-dum-bum. And
The Piper at the Gates of Dawn?
Yeah.
apparently the Piper of puns. He shifts the tune. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, would this be mean. Let's see if this actually, how this affects you guys.
Do we know where this piping music's coming from? Is it just like coming through the tannoy?
Up ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from up ahead. And you remember having heard something similar before when you faced that one or the two Travelers of Lang.
Right.
The first time you attacked this place. Or at least the thing. Okay.
Earplugs.
Ooh, Dinah. Okay, then let's see here. The shifting sound. Let me make a roll here. I need that. I need that. I think lowest level currently is Gwen, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Level 2.
Gwen,
Sleep.
you fall unconscious. You have been put asleep. Who is the next lowest level? Is that
I'm 5.
I'm a 4.
you're a 4? Okay,
Yeah.
so Reagan, you are the next. You fall asleep.
Shit. I had hold person going.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Okay, so you lose the spell unfortunately as well too. So you are. Let's do this. I'll put.
Well, but she hasn't. She didn't get a chance to do that cut and everything. yet,
No,
so
no,
she
but
had-
remember, if you declared a spell, casting a spell, and you started casting that throughout the round, and then this has interrupted you. So,
Okay.
okay, we'll do blue for Betty Bye.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
those two are asleep, and then who is
Archer's a 4 or
who is
Archer's 5.
5? Okay.
yeah, and then everyone else is 5, right?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one's level 6.
nope.
No,
I don't
okay,
think
so
not
then
yet.
it'll be random. Either 1 is Arter, 2 is Kane, 3 is Malo.
Okay.
We're about to get captured, guys.
To Kane.
Let's see, Kane. So Kane drops down into Betty. Captured. What do you guys do when you put your enemies to sleep?
We don't always kill them. We talk to them.
Yeah.
We let one guy go.
Okay, so unfortunately, the shift in tone. You see that Gwen, Reagan, and Kane just and drop down unconscious. Okay.
Not good.
So that was 1 second here. I'm gonna double check this here. Man, why didn't he open with that? That was way more effective.
But there's no save against it either, no?
No.
Actually, sorry. You know what? The 5, it doesn't affect Malo. So Malo, it can't affect things with
Okay.
5 hit dice. So
Right,
the 2
that's
of, sorry, not Malo, Kane. So Kane, actually, you're not affected by this. Sorry, I misread
Nice.
the spell.
That-
Okay. So the other 2, you can see that she is Gwen is very vulnerable right now. This other one is going to just try and coup de grace her. So that was
can,
the.
Can I interfere with that? Can I interfere with this coup de grace?
Hopefully, I mean, well, it can't do it until it's already used all of its melee attack rounds. So hopefully, you're going to win initiative next time.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, unless anyone's got a leftover attack here. I think this is a round 5, so there's no multiple attacks.
Right.
I think we're done everything for the first round because Reagan's now asleep. We are now on to the second phase. I don't think anything interesting is happening there. Reagan's
Not
asleep. Amar's dying. Archer.
Unless I can. Reagan's right next to me. Can I like tap Reagan with my foot or something to see if she stays?
You shot twice this round, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You've already kind of
Okay.
taken an action.
No. Yeah. That's fine.
So I know it's a relatively minor thing, but I mean, I think that because action is you've declared that that's sort of taken up all of the space. Same thing for King. He's already done the melee. So okay, I think that's the end of that round, guys. We're on to round 6 now. Dave, your character may be asleep, but you'll be rolling initiative. It's gonna be a pretty important one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No pressure.
So, everyone declare what you're doing. Those of you who are asleep, don't worry about declaring actions because you're sleeping.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Gwen should be
Okay,
hoping not to
Dave. Beat my 4.
Ooh.
or tie my 4. Come on.
What are we rolling? D6s?
D6s,
Yep.
yeah. Come on.
Nice.
Oh! Nice. Okay. Kicking someone to wake them up is a melee action. So, first up, and I'm assuming you guys all have higher dexterity than what the beastmen do. So, we have Malo, Kane, and Arter who are acting. Shouting is not going to be enough to wake him up. So
Yeah, but I probably don't know that.
No, you don't. No, that's fine. Just
Yeah.
yeah. Then that's some good role playing. I think I'll give you a point of Astonishing Fortune for that. That's a
Nice.
good suboptimal choice for your character. So let's go with melee's actions first here. So Kane, what are you doing? You have, this is a favored round. You have multiple attacks. I'll actually let you use one of them just to kick Gwen if you want to wake her up.
Yeah, I wanna sort of move into a square as well.
Oh, and stand over her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to move you up there, Gwen, just so we can see your token, but we know that you're below. So you stride over her.
Yeah. Just in case I can't take care of this guy, I'm
Yeah.
hoping that I'll stop her being prone.
Okay, so go ahead and make your first attack.
Yeah.
And then if you want to use that second one to try and wake her up.
Yeah.
And there's no roll. You'll just have to use up one of your attacks for it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Boom! First one is down.
And then
There's one more. So do you make the attack on the other one that's within range of her, or do you wake her up?
I think I should wake her up to allow her to defend herself.
So, Gwen, you were on the ground. You would have dropped your... you would have to ready your shield again, but you dropped your flail. You're prone and kind of like, what the fuck happened? Malo, you have 2 melee.
Yes, I do. I'm attacking. Well, first attack anyway. So far, it's going to be against the leader.
Yep.
Oh,
give us a D6 roll.
Funny. Yeah, here we go. 4, so times 2.
4 is times 2 damage. Yeah, so 32. That's just barely enough. Take him down. Boom! Fucking max damage, crit hit. Awesome.
Yes,
So
I scream at the top of my lungs as I slice at the guy's head off, and it like tumbles to the ground in front of his companions there.
And he goes down.
You'll have another attack.
Yeah. I do. I will take it against the one directly in front of me then.
Made a morale check for them. This actually steeled their resolve.
Ooh.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Damn it.
So.
Okay, and I missed that guy, so.
Okay. So then, let's see here. Who else has melee? Kane's gone. Malo's gone. You're awake.
I'm shooting.
Yeah, okay, so then it's the beastmen. Charge forward, charge forward, charge forward. Still calling out. Then, let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3 on Malo.
Okay.
Let's see here. That is, none of those are a hit. You're able to keep your swirling, slashing scimitar keeps him at a distance. And I have 3 on Kane because they don't like you. That is 1 hits. So that's it. And you take 4 points of damage from that. DR will apply. Okay. And then the ones behind are hooting and hollering and kind of waiting to get in. And that is it for melee. So then it's missile. Arter screams out. What does he yell?
Back to hell, you fucking beastmen.
Nice.
And then starts shooting at... I'm going to shoot the one that's over Amar right now.
Okay, go
because
ahead.
I'm worried that he's going to do, the finish off down stab.
Yeah. I can't
so
remember.
minus...
Do you lose 1 at the end of each round?
Not unless you're lower than
-1
-3.
to -3.
Fantastic.
You're unconscious but stable.
Yep. So leave it to Amar to take precisely the right amount of damage.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
This is my monk-like
on-
sereneness.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
At a -4.
-4. Yeah, so that is a big hit. Okay, so...
On this guy.
Boom. Okay.
And then second shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yice. And he is gone. Okay, then let's see here. Who is next? I guess next is Magic. So, let's see here. Once again, the piping shifts, and let me see what this one does. I'm sure it's something good. You get a present from a friend you haven't seen in a while.
That's good.
Nope, that's not it. It's actually inflicts madness. Sorry.
Oh.
I misread. Different monster.
I can understand you make that mistake.
It's easy. Okay, so this one is the same discordant sound that you heard from before. The thing that actually drove Kane to fear confining structures. Everyone give me a sorcery save, please. And your willpower adjustment will apply against this.
And I don't need to worry about that.
Reagan does not need to worry about that, neither does Amar.
Okay.
Nice. Well done. Oof. Art terror.
But I have one astonishing fortune for shouting.
You want to give an auto success on that?
I want to see what happens with Kane first, because I might want to have my shout have steeled his resolve instead of mine.
Okay, okay. So let's see here. Kane, once again, you've fallen victim to this. I think everyone else... So Arter and Kane are the only ones who failed. Would you kindly, Kane, give me a D20 roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Colin? Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, 13. So you will be afflicted with monomania, obsessive enthusiasm, or preoccupation with one thing or purpose. And it's probably going to be related...
Hammer.
John Henry.
Oh, that's great. So I'm going to use my astonishing fortune on me then, so that I don't take something.
Okay.
And
The thing is,
I'm
that
gonna let
this is going to last in perpetuity.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, Kane's already kind of a single-minded guy, so you know, this is just furthering that.
Excellent. So he's got now afflicted with two madnesses from this
That's all right.
damn piping.
If I ever wake up and I have a moment and I don't forget.
Was it Kane the Mad, or what
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
Change your moniker.
So that is the
Being a
end,
raving lion.
end of the first phase magic. We got move, which I guess... Yeah, that's
Kane the Mad Lion.
it. Next is for the second phase. I'll let Gwen take an action on the second phase if you like, and then anyone else can move if they choose to.
Can she reach to her weapon from the square beside?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she's in the square, right?
Yeah, she's underneath Kane. So if you want, you could I guess maybe roll to the side.
Okay, she'll roll to the middle.
To the middle, like here.
Yeah.
Back.
Here.
Okay. I think that's actually moving out of melee, so I will let them have an attack of opportunity on you.
No. I moved down.
Down to
She
here.
was
Middle
under
has been
Kane.
down next to Amar.
Oh, okay. Then there's only one attack of opportunity on you. So, and you were prone to hit. You take but your DR applies against it. It only has 2 damage, so you take no damage.
Nice.
This club batters the back of your field plate, and you're grateful for its protection. I think that's it for round 6, guys. So we're on to round 7. And
Is standing part of a move action, or is
standing be part of your move action, yeah. Okay, so then let's see here. I think initiative passes to Will. Oh, you guys tied. No, Dave. It's still you're still in charge of initiative. So once everyone has declared their actions.
So do I have to put stand as part of
No, move.
stand?
That'll be
So
your you also have to spend your action moving. You can't attack or whatever else. That
Yeah,
first
that's
phase.
what I thought. So first phase.
Yeah.
Move.
You can still melee. You can still attack the second phase if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That-
Then Dave, beat my 6.
Come on, Dave.
Here it comes. And
Oh,
so close, so close. All right, so melee
Focus
first.
longer. I released my focus
with
too
these
soon.
things.
Right.
Okay, so then we have 1, 2 on Kane. 18. One of them hits. Kane, you take 6 points of damage from that one. DR will apply. We got 2 on Gwen. Neither of those are a hit. And then we've got 2 on Malo. 2. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. Malo, neither of those are a hit either. You're able to keep them at a distance. So, melee for you guys. Who is fighting here?
Go ahead, Kane.
Kane the Lion roars here.
This is double bubble, isn't it?
Mm.
This round.
Yes, it is. No, this is round
No,
7.
yeah.
Not favored round.
Yeah.
But
That's
that,
nice.
holy shit. Which
Nice.
one, top one or bottom one?
The one directly in front of me.
Boom! Yeah. A single thing. You annihilate this guy. What does it look like?
I just like mash into him
Yeah.
with the hammer and then follow through and step over and stomp onto him like this.
Nice.
Push.
Okay. So that does seem to have an effect on the overall temperament of the beastmen. Next is... I guess whoever also has a melee.
I got one. Here we go. I'm
Yep.
attacking the guy. Nope, I miss anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Gwen, do you have... Oh, you're
Hang on,
standing...
defending.
Yeah, you're standing this round.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's it for melee. Missile. Arter, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do same thing as last time. Shoot the one that's about to finish off Amar.
Okay.
Nice.
Get off of him.
Talk once.
Nice.
Oh, I
Oh.
roll against hitting.
I guess it's Gwen, yeah.
Yeah.
You really are good at archery. Oh, shit. Gwen, you're shot from behind for 8 points of damage. Your DR will apply against that.
That's not great.
Ow. So thankfully I have DR because I only have 8 hit points right now. So
Yeah.
my
That's good.
Jeez. Make your
Nice.
second attack.
Ooh,
Okay, second attack.
Come on.
don't hit Gwen.
That's a 3.
That
So
is 3.
make your attack roll. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh,
You do
maybe
have an attack
maybe you overcorrected and you shot the other direction
Fucking hell.
from Amar and smoked Mallow with one.
Here's the thing, he has to roll for crit still.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on, roll a 1.
He does have an astonishing fortune, if I recall correctly.
No.
No, you spent it.
You
So,
did on the
Oh,
madness.
that's right.
Magic. So I think
Damn
we're
it.
all out.
oh, thank God.
So it's only 5 points of damage.
So, and DR will apply. So
Okay,
it's
but
3.
you're down.
Yep.
So you're at -1, which means you're not dying. You're just.
Well, can I roll randomly to see if I hit Malo instead? Because I'm shooting at the one that's next to both of them.
Shooting at
I'm
this
shooting
one.
at this one that's engaged with both Gwen and Malo. Can
Oh
I-
yeah. Give me a D.
Yeah,
So a
right.
D6. 1 to 3 hits Gwen. 4 to 6 it hits.
Maybe he
Oh,
overcorrected and shot,
Yeah,
shot
okay.
the other direction.
Yeah.
So
right.
Malo, you actually take 5 points of damage. So your DR is
Yeah.
1.
Yes, so I
Yeah,
think
okay.
4.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Tags one of your allies, then tags the second one. I was mind controlled. Sorry. Okay, speaking of mind controlled, we are now on to the magic phase or segment. So the piping once again shifts. This time to a tone you have not heard yet.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, really getting my mileage out of the what do you call it? The Lang denizen this time.
Oh, they've got good tactics as well, so
Yes.
Yeah.
you need to be good to 'em.
Okay, so what I need is each of you guys who are conscious to give me a sorcery save again, please.
Somebody kill that sorcerer. Damn it.
No.
Fail. Okay.
Ooh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh.
Can't believe I wasted my nat 20 to hit one of my allies.
Really? Okay, so Malo, Kane, and Arter. Oh, and Gwen.
Everybody.
Okay.
So this
Everybody.
it was the longest running campaign.
If
Each
there's
of
a
you
viewer
guys.
out there who wants to make an immediate donation and provide some.
Each of
Wait a
you
second,
guys.
Where's the link? I'll go do it. I'll go
Each of you
I don't
guys
wanna die.
is compelled to attack an ally.
Oh
Shit.
man!
Yeah,
Well, it's already
and we'll
happening.
do that randomly as well too. Roll a d3 for each of you. See who you're going to attack. Well, I guess it's got to be someone in range. So, all right, it's only one attack. You're not like continuing on. It's just
Everybody turns on Gwen.
Yeah. Okay, so that is an Arter's.
Oh, that's all right. It's only one attack from Kane.
Yeah.
Well, but King can only hit Gwen.
Those attacks can get
Thank God
messy,
Gwen's
man.
got low AC. Okay, so that is the end of the first phase. We got to move from Gwen, so Gwen is standing now. Second phase, I think that Gwen has a melee, so you can make your mind-controlled attack now. Give us D. So I think it's 1 is... I'm assuming you're not going to attack the downed targets. So 1 is Arter, 2 is Kane, 3 is Malo. Go ahead and give us a D3 roll. One is what I say. Was 1 Arter or was 1?
I don't remember.
I thought you said Archer Kane Malo.
Archer came out. Okay, so you are gonna have to shift over, like make your 2-foot move or 2 square move and attack Arter.
Well, that's fair.
It makes that does make sense in the fiction.
Well, yeah, and he may not make it because he's gonna get opportunity attacks probably.
Yeah, he gets 2
Yeah,
attacks.
what-
That's true.
And this is nothing
Would I-
to do with the mind
he's-
control. This
so
is
his
just
armor-
engine.
Yeah,
I don't even know if Arter would Arter even be in the consideration set. She's not even facing that direction. She's got Kane.
she would have faced that
a
direction
down
after
guy
getting.
and Mallow.
Well, after she got hit by that arrow, I think she would.
Sure,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm just thinking you're trying
So,
to stand up and face your enemies. You see
Go
a guy
ahead.
right
No,
here.
go ahead and make that attack roll, please.
All right.
Okay. Arter's armor is AC is a 2. Nat
Nice.
1. Clearly not the most effective attacks. Okay, so that is... You are now free of that enchantment, Gwen.
What the F?
Okay, then
And you
it
continue
is-
attacking.
let's see here. So then I think that is what everyone had to do this round. The beastmen don't have any further actions. I guess I could move them, so they'll move up there. Kane, make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I got 2 I can attack on you. Oh, nice. So you tag the one that's going after Gwen, but then I got 2 that are able to charge in and make attacks. One of those does hit. Kane, you take 5 points of damage. DR will apply. And I think that is it for that round. We're on to round 8 now, guys. I think initiative passes to Will. So Will, once we have everyone's things in there. And you don't need to make all of your multiple attacks. 1 attack on an ally is sufficient to satisfy the condition here.
Cool.
And that's it, because there's only 3 of us conscious,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 4 of you conscious, isn't it?
Oh,
1 down, 2
Gwen's
down.
still up, yeah.
Oh yeah, Gwen's still up too.
oh, my bad.
Yeah. Gwen, you do not have to attack any allies at this point.
I'm not dead yet. Gwen already attacked Arter.
No,
That's
but
right.
that was on phase 2. Oh, you mean to satisfy the mind control? Yeah. So this round, Gwen's free to do whatever she wants.
So we'll go.
Okay, and Amar, you tied.
All right,
Okay.
we'll take it.
Yes. Okay, so then Malo, let's go top down. So Malo, give us a let's see here. 1
So I
is
think I move up to here, right, and then I take an opportunity attack from one of them.
who did you roll to see? Who
Starts
you,
here.
did
Oh,
you-
right, I have to roll to see who I.
Yeah. It's so 1 is Arter, 2 is Gwen, 3 is Kane. Just reading across the map there.
Archer. Okay, so
Arter.
I'm actually heading
Well,
back.
but again,
So I'm
makes
gonna
sense because you. Yeah.
Yep.
get- Yeah, he hit me.
Yeah, I just
so I'm gonna
popped him
get.
with a crit, so
3 attacks or
opportunity.
opportunities on you. Let's see here. Wait, one of those. Yeah, one of those does hit.
Okay.
So you are 7 points of damage. DR does apply.
All right.
And hold on, let me see if that might. 1 second here. I don't know. I know that fear is broken when you take damage or when someone attacks you, but I don't know if suggestion does as well. No, that's it. Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll on Arter. AC is 2.
All right. Sorry, Arter. Here we go.
It's okay.
Shit.
It was
So,
okay.
Yeah, that was tit for tat, unfortunately.
Holy
So
shit.
hopefully I roll a one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really want to roll a 1. A 2.
Okay, not bad.
That'll do. So it's only 15 points of damage.
Only. Yeah.
Yow.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I had moved. Let's see. I'm at 10. So I'm gonna move. I still have 5 feet of movement left from this phase, so I'm gonna just take 5 feet to go back that way.
Yep.
Well, you don't want to go. You'll take another attack of opportunity if you move.
Oh
there.
shit! Yeah. All right. I want to move there.
Can
Okay.
you stand over our wounded guy?
I can't get there quite yet, but on my next on the next phase, I'll keep moving.
Okay.
Well, I'll try and clear out this monkey who's. standing
Malo,
in front
are
of
you
me.
making your second attack here? Or?
All right. Yes, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
There we go. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So you savage your ally, and then kind of catch yourself, spin around, and whack, that thing's head comes off, and its headless body hits the ground.
Nice.
Then it is let's see here, Kane. I think we'll do the same thing. So 1 is Arter, 2 is Gwen, 3 is Malo. Give us a D3 roll, please. Come on. Oof.
Oh crap!
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for anyone to weather that this potential hit.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do the?
Except maybe me, but I don't think he can reach me. That might be the worst option because he just.
/R space 1d3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So it's
That's-
Malo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marlo, is it?
Yeah, so you can just slap 1 to here. I got 2 attacks of opportunity on you. Neither of the... Oh, one of them does hit. Shit. What's your AC? Oh, your AC is 1. No, that's a miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
so go ahead and make your attack on... Malo's AC is a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, he just barely hit me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Better
I-
in combat than anything.
So I have DR1, so I take 15.
15 puts you in -3. Shit, you're dying.
Yeah.
All right, you're down. Now, I do have some good news. Well, first off, Kane, you come to with your ally smashed on the ground, his blood on your hammer, and you have 1 more attack. What do you want to do?
Finish
I
me
kinda
off.
think we need to get the fuck out of here, really.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Can I pick Marlo up in shock? Kind of pick him up and go and try and bug out of here.
So
Smash somebody.
I can tell you that it seems as if having carved down their numbers to more than half and having defeated both of their allies, the nerve of the beastmen, they haven't acted yet, but you can sort of see that they're turning to flee.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so
So smoke one of them.
Yeah. Let him go. Yeah.
You still have 1 attack,
Yeah.
and I still
Okay.
have an attack. So
okay.
Okay. Well, in a rage, I'll just hit that one that's standing behind me,
Yeah.
slobbering all down.
You realize what this thing has driven you to do.
And I would just like spin round like a Soviet hammer thrower.
Nice.
And
Boom!
Yes.
boom, yeah. Oh, smashed into the ground. All right. Is that it for melee? Or I think
No.
Gwen's got a melee,
Gwen.
right?
yeah. So she'll move 10, which is half her move,
Yeah.
to there, and then hit that one that's right directly in front.
Go right ahead.
Nope.
Ugh. Okay, so that's swing and a miss. Now, that is it for melee. Missile, Arter.
Yep. So I got to do the 1d3.
Oh, so 1 is Malo. We do 1 Malo, 2 Kane, 3 Gwen.
Marlowe's down though.
Gwen.
Jeez.
Fortunately, she's in melee, so you get -2 to hit.
It's true.
All right.
And
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What is going on?
Fucking critical hit again. Jesus. Give us a D6 roll.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just about to say,
fuck.
pretty good armor, but
That's gonna be so. I think that's 16 damage, which I'm pretty sure outright kills Gwen.
Reduces it to 14 because of DR.
yeah.
Yeah, but Gwen only has 2 hit points left, so that's
So-
down to -12, which is dead.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So Gwen steps forward, brings that flail back, and Dave, you tell
Wow.
us what happens here that where this arrow drops her.
She's she misses, but she sees the beastmen are frazzled and they're like, like starting to quiver and stuff. She's like, I think they're gonna turn. Yeah, and she raises her arms up like this, like cheer, and then she takes like an arrow, like right between the armor and the back of the neck, and just like,
Slumps to her knees and then slumps to the ground. First friendly fire kill in the game. Holy smokes! And no, you will not get XP for her. So
that's totally fair.
Jesus. All right.
she was only second level anyway.
Jeez.
For
Okay,
the
so
XP.
Gwen unfortunately slumps to the ground. Archer, you have a second shot though.
I do,
get it.
but I think what I'm gonna do instead is draw my sword and in the process cut my bowstring.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then when we get out of here, I can finish off the rest of the longbow. So
Incredible. Okay.
That's awesome.
So do you die automatically when you hit -10 or less than -10?
yeah, you're well. You might get, as the book says, you might get a chance for a few last words before you completely pass.
So here's the thing: is I was gonna. That's some pretty fucking impressive character development. I was gonna give an astonishing fortune for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, if you can give me a narrative reason for why you could spend it, if Gwen can still sputter out a last word, then she could spend that astonishing fortune to not die. Remember, that is one way you could spend your astonishing fortune.
Yeah.
So, what is the narrative thing now? The weight of what's happened here, that cutting the bow and whatnot, that still happens. But what do we see in fiction that, is it maybe that because of his careful aim, he fought just enough against it so he didn't sever her spine, and it's one of those things where it missed the jugular, it missed the spinal cord, and it just looks to be fatal?
Yeah, gonna leave a nasty scar, but
Okay.
just barely.
All right, so you're hovering at -9 or -10 or whatever it is, Gwen. You're not quite dead, but you are very, very far down.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe she talks like Druid now.
Yeah, right. Well, and that also explains the perfect shot of a natural 20 because
Totally. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So the rest of these things, they don't act until their move, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are GTFO into the darkness, howling like the cowards they are. Gwen is down. Kane, you get 1 attack of opportunity here
Nice.
as these things are fleeing.
Sweet.
Boom. So you do drop another 1. Boom, as they're going off. All right. So as this comes to an end, I think the piping also comes to an end. And you can hear the sound of those hooves clop, 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 off into the darkness. And that's where we'll leave our heroes.
Bleeding.
So,
Dying.
let's see here. XP.
I'm gonna
Nice.
get that sorceress asshole on my name. Hey,
The Hammer Lion.
all at the first opportunity.
Wow. So that was an eventful session, guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Let's see here.
I would almost say thanks, Arlen, for cutting your bow and being a great role player. But wait a second, you also shot me.
Twice.
I can't believe I've got all these bonuses and I hit my allies 3 times.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
What I love is it came on the back of your comment about, like, I'm a really good archer.
I know. I was doing so good at the first round. I was doing max damage on every hit, and then, it all just fell apart.
Actually, I was kind of curious, Arter. Is your character, is there a god he follows or no?
Well, he used to follow Uller because, or Uller because he's the longbow god, but he might need to find a new deity now. Yeah. And he might need I'm going to try to find a new token that doesn't have a bow in it.
Yeah. The only thing I thought was maybe, like, when you cut the bow, it's like he says, oh god, it's, like, that's... I don't know. I'm going to lose a worshiper. I'm going to reach out and touch the guy who's down, but... I don't know.
I'm glad that Arter's taken the gentlemanly decision to bust the bow, because that saves me the trouble.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, give me that fucking...
All right, so... I think everyone has the prime requisite bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I did this wrong. There are 6 of you today. Times.
Poor Will was down for a good chunk of the fight.
Okay. So you guys are each going to earn 655 XP for today.
And earn them we did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you sure did. Holy shit. And you haven't, this whole new area to explore as well, too. And then that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the 10% bonus, what you said?
That includes the 10% bonus,
Okay.
yeah.
And there's no class bonuses like there are in 2nd edition?
There is, but I'm assuming each of you guys have put in your stats, because we had that, like, preset list of stats. I've assumed that you guys have 16 or higher in your prime requisites.
Okay, yeah.
So then you get that includes the 10% bonus.
Okay, but there's no fighter hit dice.
No class-based bonuses. No, not in this. No. Okay, so give me 2 seconds. I've been drinking so much fucking coffee today. My new coffee maker apparently has my back teeth floating. So I'm gonna give me 2 seconds, and then we'll do the outro, guys. Sorry.
No problem. That was insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
The number
my heart just, like, dropped. I was like,
Oh.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we had like
3 sessions.
We hardly knew you.
What was the XP, guys? I was
What was the XP number?
600 something.
Sorry?
Here we go.
Yeah, you got it, George.
655.
655.
Well, I got my 1 XP that I needed.
That's right.
There you go.
At great cost.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm gonna say that I'll wait for Kev to get back, but I think Gwen's gonna have problems talking.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Like damaged vocal cords to the point where she's mostly got to do sign language and/or can scratch out, squabble out a few words here and there, but it's painful.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for spending your astonishing fortune, guys, to keeping me alive.
Yep.
What did I soak up? About 3 points worth of it or something?
I mean, we have it.
That javelin attack would have hurt. Holy.
Yeah. What was that? 25?
20. Yeah, 20 something.
Yeah. 27 maybe.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So did anyone ding?
Yeah, 1.
Gwen.
Nice.
Gwen the near dead.
You learned your lesson from that.
What do you need? What do you need for a level 6, Kev, fighter?
For a level 6 fighter, I can tell you in a sec here. It is. Fighters are actually not terribly. Level 6, you need 32,000.
Well, yeah, that's not bad. I need 48,000. So.
Eesh.
Yeah,
You know, the one thing I don't get in the game is, like, I get that at higher levels you get access to higher level spells, but, like, why would anyone play a spellcaster if you can play a warlock? Like, I don't get the because you get about the same amount of spells. You still...
Well, there's stat requirements, aren't there? So if you're rolling randomly, you might not be able to play a warlock.
There you go. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's true.
Kev, if you want to pull it up on my character sheet, I've updated Arter's token so that he has a sword instead of a bow now.
Really? Interesting. I will... are you specialized in the sword?
I have 1 level of specialization. I had 2 in the bow, so it's a serious loss.
Oh, man.
But maybe someday I will atone for my team killing.
Yeah.
Right. And use a bow again.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool token, too. Okay, and he's actually he is actually atoning because he is a where'd it go? There it is.
That's
he's
cool.
an actual crusader.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll set up.
Dave had a cool idea for his character too.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that even with after any sort of magical healing, Gwen's vocal cords are shot, and she can't speak normally, so she can maybe scratch out a couple of words, but it's painful, so she just doesn't talk much and has to learn some way of communicating with the group.
That's so good. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Okay, let's see. You're visible to everyone. See the health bar, bottom overlapping. Okay, so
now
I think...
I'm gonna go find a trainer.
And
no trainers for this. You get
just to point out to people at home, because I just checked why you might want to be a magician. You do get quite a number of more spells. So as a 4th level fifth level warlock, get 1 of each level.
Yeah.
And as a 5th level magician, you get like 3, 2, 1 or something like that.
Oh, okay, there you go. So there
there's
is a
a
clear up bonus. Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so then first off, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for episode 30. So 30th episode, we nearly had our first friendly fire kill, and for a second time, we nearly had a death in a fight with these fucking beastmen. Remember, these were responsible for Jason's death before too. It was one of those big guys with a club.
The flashback.
As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can reach me by Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can also email me. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. In addition, you can find in the link of the description of this video a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to this campaign, as well as a bunch of other campaigns and general discussion of games. We have one where discussion of streaming. That's extensive discussion now too. So if you're looking to get into streaming games or just playing online, there's a ton of great advice available on there. You can also there's a Find a Game channel as well too that has folks looking for people to play with, or if you want to find people to play with, you can go there. In addition, if you enjoyed the session and you don't want to miss the next one, be sure to click on subscribe and the bell icon to be notified when we're playing. And you can find on Sunday night, every Sunday on the community tab of the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel, you can find a list of what we're playing this week. Further, there is a link in the description of the video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, and as Dave pointed out in the session, you can make donations to the charity, all of which go to benefit SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel, none of it goes to any other middleman, but you can do things like give our heroes astonishing fortune. There are other rewards available on there as well, including charity sessions and a bunch of other stuff, but at the time of recording, this is right in the middle of the COVID crisis, so what I would prefer is that if you do find yourself in the position where you are able to donate and you would like to do something to support the channel, what I would suggest is go to crooked.com. The guys at Crooked Media have set up a donation where it's a clearinghouse for people to help out people suffering from the COVID crisis, or the frontline workers who are trying to help people in the COVID crisis. So it's a really good way. If you're an American, that's the way to do it. If you're Canadian, I don't know, or dialing in from elsewhere, I don't know what those charities are, but if you are inclined to donate and you're in the financial position to do so, I'd suggest that. Try and help out especially some of the frontline fighters who are dealing with the people suffering from this crisis. Once things are over, we will go back to trying to help out other folks. Right now, this seems to be a more pressing issue. Otherwise, I want to say lastly, a big thanks to my players. What a bunch of fucking great role players we have here. So guys, George, Robert, Dave, Will, Arlen, and Colin, aka Spoit Pit, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I know this is a stressful time for everybody. I appreciate you giving me an excuse to blow off some steam for a couple of hours here.
Same here.
And last but not least, I guess, not last but not least, but in closing, I'll say just again to those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for the 30th episode of this particular campaign. We hope you enjoyed, and if you're listening to this contemporaneously, we hope this helped bring your mind off of some of your travails and the shit that's going on in the world right now. Until we see you again, once again, hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis well. And until next time, happy gaming.